Oh my gosh, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of NightMayr. How is everybody doing? Tonight's guest, friend of the show, he's been on the Chrissie Mayr podcast a couple of times. We go back, way back. You can watch him every day. Check out his show, Get Off My Lawn, on Censored.tv. The one, the only, Gavin McInnes is here.
Yay! Yay me!
Yay, you're here.
Yay.
This is so exciting.
I'm thrilled to be here. How long is this?
However, I mean, we have to go at least an hour if you want to set a timer.
So if you ended at 20 minutes, I'll know that you did not enjoy this experience.
Yeah. If I suddenly have diarrhea, you'll know
I have the kind of diarrhea where you have to leave.
Although
I don't want you in the same house as me while I do my diarrhea.
Not to get gross, I made a mistake that I will never make again. And that mistake is that I had Taco Bell today. Never have any people who do broadcasting shows of any kind. Do not have Taco Bell on a day that you have
well, the good news is women don't
around.
poo.
Right, so
I
it
guess
all
that's
just
going to be very chunky pee for you. I don't know how it works.
It basically just gets contained in your body and swirls around, and it just turns into dumb takes that will come out over the next couple of hours. Gavin, tell the people. Well, they should know who you are. If they don't know who you are, man, you guys have been living under a rock. But
I kind of am bigoted towards people who don't know who I am.
Really?
Yeah. I go, you're stupid.
It's part of like, is that having an ego?
Maybe. Well, I don't think so, though. It would be like if someone didn't know who Gigi Allen was.
Who's Gigi Allen?
Okay, well, I don't like you anymore.
Who's Gigi Allen?
He's a disgusting, like, punk performer guy who would eat his own shit on stage.
Okay, that's like such a specific, like, niche of music to be into.
Yeah, well, you should know it. He wrote Anal Cunt.
I don't have time. I don't have time to like find new music.
New music? He's dead.
Okay, but it would be new music to me.
Okay, so anyway, if you're into politics, you should know who I am. And then if you're into like, alternative culture, you should know who I am. That's two prongs. And you're not familiar with either prong? Well, get out of here.
Then what are you doing online?
Get away from me.
Get off Twitter. Get off YouTube.
Fuck you.
Take the other prongs.
You can hate me. I have respect for that. But if you don't know who I am, go fuck yourself.
You founded Vice.
I did indeed. Yep. 1994. We started that. Me, Sarush Alvi. I later hired Shane Smith. You know what's funny? I was looking up Shelter, the new Jason Statham movie. I'm gay for Jason Statham.
Which is on your list of movies you really want to see.
Yes. Now, I have it on my cheap box, but it was filmed in the theater, so people are walking to get popcorn.
A cheap box? Oh, yeah. Like a Fire Stick or something?
Every man, you're not a man until you have a Rolex and you have a cheap box.
How much is a Rolex?
27 grand.
To me, that's dumb to spend that kind of money on a watch.
Yep. I'm glad you said that. That's part of it.
You have it because
dumb
it's
levels. Dumb. Yeah. And when I first got my Rolex, this old like mob Italian dude.
Is that it?
Yeah. Submariner.
Can people in the chat, like if you sort of casually flash that up, do people in the chat, would you know that that's what that is?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's just like a club for all the Rolex owners, because Matt doesn't know what that is.
Well, he's not a man yet.
He's 22. He's a...
No. The mob dude said to me, he goes, you know what that means? When he saw it, he goes, you know what that means? And I go, no. He goes, it means you've arrived.
So if someone in a mob told you that you arrived...
In a mob? He wasn't with like 30 soccer hooligans screaming. the mob. And I don't think he was literally in the mob, but it was that kind of guy. But as a young man, you're not a man unless you've broken a heart, had your heart broken, beat the living shit out of someone, and had the living shit beaten out of you. That's
Matt, have you done those 4 things?
I think I've only gotten beat up, so
we're getting there.
So
we're on our way.
And I think you have had, I'm not going to go into it, I think you have had your heart broken.
No, he said to break someone's heart.
No, both.
But I think you've had your heart broken. I think like
it's two sides of the same coin for both things. You have to break a heart and have your heart broken. And you have to beat the shit out of someone and have the shit beaten out of you. That's like beginning man.
I'm on both with the heartbreaking stuff both ways, but I
didn't say it. You're not a man.
I haven't beaten anyone up.
No one wants you to beat anyone up, Chrissie.
I would suck at it.
I haven't done the girl one. I would say you're not a woman till you're given birth.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that.
Well, you would. You just gave birth.
Yeah, I'm in the club. I'm in the club. I really feel that way. I'm like, oh, someone
But then I would say the second level of man is to be a father and have a Rolex.
okay, so the Rolex is part of it. What about a nice, I don't know, a Seiko watch or a
No. Yeah, there's other. You don't have to get a Submariner. There's
what about
like
a Swatch?
there's like you could probably get a $12,000 Rolex. That's fine.
I just think it's stupid to spend that much money on.
Yeah, I don't expect you to understand it.
Just like I was because I was doing a deep dive into the ortho Jews. They're very cheap about how they dress and like they won't spend money to fix things, but they will drop between $2,000 and $8,000 for one of their fancy hats made of tails, made out of like animal tails.
The fur ones.
Sable tails.
Yeah, those are $3,000.
Yeah, they can go up to $8,000. And I'm like, well, that's like the Jewish Rolex, basically, because that's to signal to other men.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool.
Because you can't tell by looking at it. Well, women are that way too, but with purses and shoes, I never got there. I don't know. Maybe I just don't make enough money to. Even if I did make a lot of money, I wouldn't. I think that's so stupid. I think it's a dumb way to spend money.
What about Gucci sneakers?
I think that's stupid too. I mean, like they're cute, but
Cute.
I think you can find ones that are just as cute that don't have to be Gucci. But that's just because I'm a Maxinista. I don't know. I'm a mom now.
I don't know what the female equivalent is. Like a Birkin bag is $10,000. That seems fucking stupid.
See, okay, so you can spend that much and more on a watch, but a bag, it's stupid. A bag is actually more useful than a watch.
Says who?
You can't fit anything in a watch.
Well, yeah, for carrying.
Yeah.
Purses definitely win, but you use both forever, and men don't really get a chance to shine. Like girls can have a million dresses, a million bags, unlimited jewelry. We don't wear unlimited jewelry. It's not like we go to the Academy Awards in a Gordon Gartrell fucking necklace.
Then you look kind of gay. Like
Right.
men who get into jewelry, it's like, okay, now you look truly high maintenance and gay.
Right. We only have one thing, and that's
Yeah.
a watch.
Okay.
That's another thing, too, about men that people don't understand. We don't have a lot of things, and you keep wrecking the few things we have. Like our only jewelry chance to shine, this is all our purses, all our jewelry, all our dresses.
About a wallet.
All in one thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sort of. No one sees your wallet. The waitress sees your wallet. That's about it. You don't flaunt it.
You don't
So
want to
as far
impress
as
the waitress?
like flair, it's just a watch. And then this is a little bit off topic, but I realized recently we have 4 zones that are guy zones: dive bars, boxing gyms, trunk shows, like where your tailor measures you and all that.
It's a trunk show.
You go see your tailor and he measures all your shit, and then you look at swatches of fabrics and stuff.
Oh, to like have a suit made?
Yeah. So dive bars, boxing gyms, and barbershops.
Yeah, barbershops. That's
And I've
very
noticed
male.
women have started coming to my barbershop like their son is getting his haircut. We're there to tell racist jokes, even with blacks there. Actually, blacks go to their own fucking things, but even with visible minorities there. But now broads are showing up, and it's like, ladies, can we at least have...
So what do you want her to drop her son off and then just leave?
Correct.
Wait outside in the cold?
Yes. Like there was this woman, her name was Abigail. Her perfume was so strong, it was deafening. And she would come to my dive bar in Mamaroneck, and she would start playing Madonna and Taylor Swift on the jukebox. And I was like, I don't have a problem with you being here, but you're not in your zone.
You need to acclimate. It's like
Acclimate and be submissive. Like when I joined the Knights of Columbus, I'm a young pup there, a mere 55. They're all 70. So I have some amazing zingers loaded in the chamber, ready to rock. I don't release them.
you don't
Because
release them.
I don't release them.
What are you waiting for?
My place. It's their show.
Like it's like when you start a new job and you have to withhold
Exactly.
90% of your personality, and you're like, "How is this?
Exactly.
I don't want to get fired right away."
But women don't do that. Women come in and they just fucking launch. They'll play the same song. Like even using the jukebox at a bar that's not your bar. How rude.
Yes, read the room, but like, yeah, try to find like, okay, of the music that seems like it would be played here regularly, what do I like?
Yeah, like I've been to black bars. They're weird. They're different. I'm welcome. I shouldn't say I'm welcome.
Black
I'm
bars,
allowed
you mean
in.
clubs.
No, like bars in Harlem. Like they do a weird thing. Have you been to one?
I worked at a bar in Spanish Harlem, but that was it.
Okay, I'm talking nig-nog bars.
Eggnog.
Yeah. They do a weird thing where they wrap a napkin around your
Straw?
around your look at my cup. It says this is from our Halloween party. And the grand prize was in this. I took it from home. But they wrap a napkin around your bud.
What?
Yeah, they wrap
the top of the beer?
Yeah, like an ascot. They put a napkin around the top of your beer.
Like a hood? Make a little make a little clan hood
Almost.
on the top
It's
of your
more of
beer.
a tie. But so it's a weird place. So I don't walk in and start playing Metallica 4 songs in a row. I sit at the edge of the bar and I'm like, this is not my usual spot. So if I have the funniest joke imaginable, I may let it
be racist.
seep out of my mouth. Otherwise, though, you just learn your place. And women today, I mean, they're just so fucking overconfident and proud of themselves.
Where did the confidence come from? I didn't get any of this confidence.
It came from Sally Fields in that movie where she went on strike and held up the union sign. And yeah, it's her fault.
I
She
don't think every
launched
woman has
female
seen
confidence.
that movie.
No, but she got the boomers going, and then the boomers got their daughters going, and then they ruined fucking. Like, I love women in their purest form, but the women that I've been surrounded by my whole life are just fucking like. I forget who was talking about this, but when you would fuck chicks back in my single days, you go to their apartments, and we were dudes. So, like, our apartments were pretty... I was a punk. I was living in, like, basically a squat.
Squalor. Ugh.
But I would go to these girls' houses, and they were way worse.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
It's laundry piled up to the ceiling. Their dishes are piled up to as far as high up as they can go. And then the fridge is nothing but, like, 2 takeout things and a bunch of condiments. Their TV, granted, I haven't been single for 25 years, so their TV was a VCR TV together on the floor, mattresses on the floor.
Oh, that's bad. Well, were they like women in their 20s who worked 9 to 5?
Yeah.
So you don't have money for like a proper bed or really anything, and you don't have time
Figure it
because you're
out.
working.
Go to
You don't-
IKEA, figure it out.
Yeah, save up and do it. Just get one thing at a time.
Yeah, they
I
don't-
never lived any. Yeah, when I was,
I'm so lucky. Sorry to interrupt you, but my wife was one of those. Like I just described her apartment when the first time we
living
met.
in squalor.
And then she magically turned into this woman who cooks and cleans and cooks amazing food.
Probably because like she met you and she's like, oh, I'm gonna have a family now. I have to snap to it.
She snapped right to it.
Activate. Yeah.
But a lot of these broads, like, they don't cook.
Well, if it's I kind of understand because if it's just you, you're kind of like, what's the point?
Tucker Carlson's wife has never cooked one meal ever in her life.
How did you find that out?
We're bros.
Oh wow. When did that start?
I wrote an article in Vice in 1999 called The Vice Guide to Eating Pussy.
Oh.
And I worked my fucking ass off on it. My
Doing field research?
Yes, absolutely. And, interviewing like gynecologists and shit. My thing with Vice was I always said, be smart in a stupid way and be stupid in a smart way. So we did the Vice Guide to Shit, one issue, and like I spent like weeks on it. Talking to
Oh, okay.
I can never say this word.
Gastroenterologists?
Wow, you can remember that word?
Yeah, but not, important things I have to do during the day. I remember old, like, high school cheerleading choreography, but not what I have to do in my week.
So so the Vice Guide to Shit is actually very serious. And then if you go to like Israel, just find the best cheeseburger spot in Tel Aviv.
And you'll shit.
Yeah. No, that's a separate thing. So stupid in a smart way is the Vice Guide to Shit. Smart in a stupid way is to go to Israel and just find the best cheeseburger spot. So as far as the Vice Guide to Eating Pussy, I hope it's out there on the internet, but I worked my ass off on it, and it's really good. I'm still very proud of it. And the key to eating pussy is, I hope this doesn't affect your YouTube channel. But
Girls, earmuffs.
Earmuffs, ladies. You got to start really slow, and it goes against every male instinct because we're pigs at the trough.
Because you're like, let's go.
Yeah.
Make it happen. When's it going to be my turn?
Yeah, like we don't like to eat until we're starving to death, so we're just piling a cheeseburger into our face.
Oh, my God, Matt.
Oh, good.
You found it, Matt.
Look at that. They
See,
took my name off.
Just,
Who is that?
what?
Vice
It said
Beta?
Vice Beta?
Hey,
Did they take your name off everything you wrote?
yes.
That's
That's a
terrible.
weird little stab. Is Vice
Now they
Beta
call
a
you
stab?
Vice Beta?
Fuck you.
Wait, can you click on Vice Beta? No, it's not even a hyperlink. Or
Wow.
no, it is. Is
Oh,
it
there it is.
everything you've written?
Nope. I don't know what the Vice Morning Bulletin is.
How odd.
So I guess that's their equivalent of like staff.
Okay.
Staff. Blah, blah. So anyway, he loved it. Tucker's like really dialed into like the underground. Like he knows who Gigi Allen is. He was really into Jim Goad too and other stuff. So I had dinner with him in 99 when I first moved to New York. Him and Paul Bagala and that bald fucking New Orleans guy, Carville. That was the first time we met. And it was at some steakhouse in Midtown. And there was a weird thing where these steakhouses, when they get really expensive, they have pretty girls who just like sit with you.
Oh, they're just like arm
Like
candy?
whores, basically. Yeah.
Like throw pillows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's her
Where
job.
do they get them from? Are they like it's like a hostess?
Yeah, but she sits on your lap and shit.
Oh, so they're not ordering appetizers?
No.
What's
And
the point?
James Carville fucking loved it. If she was black. He could not get enough of this hot black chick who was sitting on his lap, and I'm a sexist. I'm just like, get this fucking bitch out of here. And that's another thing I want to talk to you about. I think bachelor parties are done.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, they're still going to continue, but you can bring girls and shit.
I don't like that. It's the one thing you have.
Okay, I was at this Proud Boys meetup many years ago in Britain, in Wales, and it was at the campground, and it was these cool, like, dome buildings that could house, like, 3 guys, and there was 10 of them, and it was very Lord of the Rings vibes, and there was a lot of mud, because it was, I guess it was spring. And we're having a great time. We're sitting by bonfires and talking and doing dumb riffs. My joke was pretending that I was in the military, but being really bad at lying. You know, when you really party hard with guys, you find a guy and you keep doing him. So I was the terrible stolen valor guy with darting eyes every time I talked about when I was in Afghanistan. Anyway, this chick shows up. Someone got strippers, and her tits are hanging out, and she's there. It's freezing.
That's refreshing. Like I figure like you would have been like, I'm so happy to see a stripper.
Maybe I would be at 20 years old. I'm in my 50s now, and I'm just like, oh. So
Right, because there's so much porn online. Like, why bother with getting someone in person?
And we have nothing in common. The guy I was talking to, he goes, the only thing I want to talk about with her was her taxes. Like, what'd she do with that
What
money?
you writing off?
Yeah, how did you write it off? I mean, if you buy a car, right, the whatever the equivalent of the IRS is over there, the IRS is going to be like, where'd you get that Range Rover? They're going to be curious. I mean, you can't even get a flat screen TV without the government knowing it. And in Britain, you need a TV license. So
You should do the whole tonight's whole episode in that accent. That's a great accent.
all right, yeah, I'm happy to be sort of lower middle class English, sort of not downtown, maybe from like Essex or something.
Yorkshire. I don't even know if that's a
Yorkshire is more like that's
spot.
more northern, like funny talk.
okay.
But so yeah, she shows up, and we're just like, ugh. And then there was this new Proud Boy who needed to be like initiated. So they're slapping him with their tits and stuff, and putting whipped cream on him.
Wait,
and
what
everything.
happened to the cereals? I thought you just had to name 5 cereals.
That had already been done.
I thought that was okay. So there's different kinds of initiation.
No, there's not. You're right. That's not a thing. They just like, she's like, all right, who's got to be humiliated? And none of us like dads with kids want tits in our face. So we're just like, I guess that the youngest
Why is
guy.
it because you're worried someone will take a photo?
No, I'm not interested in whores.
Really?
Not one iota.
That's refreshing.
I'm not going to ruin my fucking marriage and my life fucking some dumb slut. Some porn star. I like that you have porn stars on your show, but I am against porn. I think it's like ruining society.
It is. Yeah.
But when I was on your show with Alex Stein, and he was just like eviscerating that girl.
Brandy Love. Yep. Ruined our friendship over it.
You and Brandy aren't friends anymore?
Nope. After that episode, she thought I set her up. She thought I was involved in the planning of it. She thought I knew Alex and Melanie were going to come in like guns blazing on that topic. And she never texted me back, never called me back. Like I think maybe blocked me on a couple social media
That's not
things.
logical.
And I've visited her. Like I don't know. I thought I was actually friends with her. So whatever. It's annoying.
But if you were the ambush girl, like you can't have an ambush podcast.
Like I'm the host.
You'd be caught
like,
more than once.
Yeah.
You know? Like James O'Keefe ambushes people
Right.
in disguise and then he never sees them again.
Right.
You weren't in disguise.
No.
So it's not logical what she's saying. But my
bad.
problem with Alex, I love Alex to death, but my problem with his attack was I see porn stars as victims too. I mean, they've all been molested. So you come at them.
Or they've been like seriously manipulated at a time when they were like broke or just in a bad place in their life.
Yeah. They're not El Chapo. They're not Pablo Escobar. They're the like dime store, like fucking, they're selling little dime bags of drugs to people on the street. So
yeah.
they're not making money. Don't attack them. I don't want to say they're losers, but they're victims.
It's hard to have upward mobility. It's not like you're like, I'm gonna own my own porn production company. Maybe some of them do, but it's just it's easy to get in and it's probably just very hard to get out of it because it's like what other job is
I feel like we're off at 10 tangents now and I'm gonna forget where we started, but I said to my daughter, I go, when you're born, you get this change purse. And those coins are your chastity. And they're very, very valuable. Now you can sell them. You can sell them on OnlyFans and stuff. And you'll get a lot of money for them. But then they're gone. And now you have this empty change purse and you're broke.
You really had this conversation with your daughter?
Yeah.
How old was she?
Maybe 14 or something.
Did she understand like
I don't know.
what you're saying?
My daughter's a fucking space cadet. I don't know what she knows.
Okay.
But I hope she understands what I'm saying. Like,
I wish I had that talk when I was 14.
yeah, like your sexuality is very valuable. We all want it. But then once you sell it, there's no more coins in the change purse. It's empty.
But what if the change purse, what if the outside is very pretty? What if your purse is people like looking at your purse? What if the change purse is like
Are you having a stroke?
attractive,
Are you
but
okay?
who cares what's inside of it? I'm just making an
No,
argument.
you have X amount of it's finite. Chastity is finite. And that's what women need to understand.
Girls, if you're listening, listen to daddy.
Because they go,
Yes.
I make like, say you make $3 million a year on OnlyFans, which no one does. It's like Pablo Escobar again. It's the top 1% make all the money.
It's girls who are already celebrities or they're celebrity porn stars. It's but you know, you hear a lot of stories about women like, I'm making 6 figures or I bought this house with OnlyFans money.
But even them, okay, that's great. But your chastity's gone. You sold your coins. God gave you these coins. There's like 7 and you fucking spent them. Ann Coulter got really mad at me once where we went out for dinner with her and like she set up Ann Coulter is fucking awesome, but she's a fucking Nazi. And she's like, she'll set up where you sit.
I love that because she doesn't want you to ruin anybody else. Especially with you, she doesn't want you to talk.
She sits me the farthest away because I'm a blabbermouth.
Yeah.
And then she'll have the shy people like near her or the famous
She
guy.
doesn't want you to scare them.
Well, also she's like, you can do the heavy lifting. So like say we were movers, I get the heavy boxes.
Yeah, you get the
and
couch.
then like the diminutive little girl, she gets like
A lamp.
the pillows and stuff. She has to move those into the moving van. So she's always like seating people. But anyway, one night I had the command. I managed to start an army in my little fucking sequestered part of the table. And I was like, how much do you have to be paid to fuck a homeless man? No, have a homeless man fuck you in the ass.
Oh God, that's 2 bad things.
Well, yeah, I guess. Isn't it just one?
The fact that they're home.
Is it better to be raped by Richard Gere in the ass?
It's 3. It's rape, it's anal, and it's a homeless person. You're like, ugh.
Well, what about like the guy who played Thor? What's his name?
Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah, like raped by him in the butt. I guess that's better than a homeless man. It's like when they go,
It
would
would
you
be
rather
better.
eat a supermodel's shit or a homeless man's shit? You're like,
Yeah.
well, supermodel probably eats really like
Probably eats
buttery food.
better. Or maybe who knows, maybe she's really constipated because she's not trying to take in a lot of water.
or
Maybe
she's doing
got,
heroin.
Maybe she's got a shoot and she's just on beef jerky and no water.
She's so high on heroin that her shit is like pebbles. So you just eat these little rocks.
Hurts. This is the highbrow.
It's gonna get you.
content.
I got to be careful not to demonetize you.
Thank you for being on your best behavior. No, it's so Ann Coulter has you
She
sitting.
was mad at
in
me
the
for
corner.
that, but it's actually a pretty interesting discussion because the problem is you get a big beautiful house like this, and there's an indoor pool, and your friends are swimming in it, and they're like, "Dude, I thought you just had a podcast, like a subscriber podcast. How'd you have an indoor pool?" And you're like, "Oh, that's different. This isn't from the podcast. This is from when that homeless man fucked me in the ass." And I charged $7 million. And
The podcast isn't making the money. I gotta keep the lights on somehow.
I got to get an indoor pool somehow.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
So then now they like get out of the pool and they're drying themselves off. Or like say you got a Range Rover, like top of the line, the new Defender, which is, so you get that and you're driving around, you're like, this is the car that
I
rape
would
bought.
never use my rape money for something like a car that's going to depreciate.
Well,
so
here's
quickly.
here's the hack. So you charge 12 million and you keep like 7.
Wait, if this homeless man can afford to pay $12
No, it's an
million to
eccentric
rape
billionaire.
you. Oh, okay.
Who set it up?
I was gonna be like, why would he be homeless?
Because the other
still?
problem too is you say no to everything, and then on the way home that night you get raped by a homeless man.
And then it's free. And then
free.
you're like, oh, you're
Like
kicking yourself.
I got an indoor pool.
You're like, I could have been cashing in
Could've
on
been
this
rich.
rape. Oh, that would be so
So
annoying.
what you do is you take 7 and then you give 5 to a charity for entrepreneurs. Blah,
Oh, that's
blah, blah.
nice.
And the home with the indoor pool, guys who've been raped up the ass by homeless men can stay there.
Oh, that's nice. It's
So
like a
now-
halfway.
Yeah. So now
halfway whole house.
now we can swim without like feeling like we're swimming in cum.
Ugh. Yeah, that's a terrible feeling. I was thinking about your change purse analogy, because if you're looking at it from a male point of view, you're like, oh, ew, like she's been with other people. But I would say to like a 14-year-old girl, I'd be like, no, because like these men are not worthy. It's not even like a physically being, it's like a piece of your soul. It's like you got to break off a piece of your soul and give it to that person. Like there is no such thing as meaningless sex. There is no such thing as just, you cannot. And I was raised in like the Sex and the City era, right? Like the whole, like you can have
Yeah,
sex
be a
like a
whore.
man. No, you cannot.
Be a whore,
Like, you
buy some shoes.
It might seem that way. Like you might feel like you could cut your emotions off and like not care, but like eventually like it's going to take a toll. So
Well, I would hope, and I know this is true of me, even the biggest whore I ever fucked, I was like, this might be the one. I'm going to fix her.
oh,
Like, this is love.
you thought you could
Maybe I was brainwashing myself just to get it up because I was so drunk and high. But I hope that most men are like me, where even when we were fucking whores, we were like, this could be going somewhere.
I had a friend who was recently dating a adult film star of sorts, and he really fell for her. And like, I think he really thought that he could rehabilitate her, but it's too much work. It was just too much to do. And she ended up breaking his heart. She ended up like,
Well, she got fucked by her dad.
you think that's it?
100%.
It comes down to
I
your
would say
dad or your
90% of women in porn have been fucked by their dad or their uncle or something.
Ugh.
Because they can lie under a person and not do
Check
what you
out.
just said, where you give some of your personality. Like I think if you've done nose beers with someone all night, it's like you went to Europe with them, and you have a permanent bond with that person, male or female.
You're talking about cocaine?
No, I hate cocaine.
Okay.
Similarly, if you fuck someone, like I fucked this girl Jessica Lowe in 1995 a bunch of times. And now, like, if I'm in Toronto, I won't fuck her, but
Jessica, if you're watching,
I would call her. Like, we have a permanent bond now because we've been there, and that's because both males and females. Of course, this has been brutally perverted by pornography and our decadent culture. But ideally, when you fuck someone, you're exchanging coins of your change
your purse. Well, what
And-
about men? What's in your change purse?
I've probably fucked 300 women.
Oh my God. Does your wife know that?
I don't know. What a waste.
At least that's cool that you sort of counted.
Well, I was in a band when I was 18, And then there was Vice, and I had money, and
You got Vice puss?
yeah, I was basically a coke dealer my whole life. But you know, pussies are all basically the same. Like my brother proposed to this girl, and she said no because she was too young. And what that really means is I want to try some more cocks. And then she tried some more cocks, and they're all the same.
How old was she?
25.
No, that's young enough to like, I don't know. I mean, that's old enough to like be okay with settling down, I think.
Yeah, it's not that different. Like
They're really, yeah, like I would say to girls, like you really don't need to do that many rounds of dudes. Like
it's not the Star Wars
There are
bar.
not that many different types of guys.
It's not like there's orcs and there's Zorlogs and there's we're
it's
not
really
at the cantina.
You don't have to have sex with a black guy. You don't have to like. You don't. Maybe guys are more wrapped up in the whole like I need to do like one of each ethnicity. Like I need all this diversity. But like for girls, like I don't know.
I did.
You don't need to have.
I knew
multiple...
it was time to settle down when I did 5 Asians in 5 days.
Where were you? You somewhere Asian?
No, in New York. It was not easy. I had to like fly some in, and I was
Really?
first. I wanted to see if I could fuck 3 Jens in a row.
Gingers?
No,
It's
the name
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Okay.
I did not have enough game to fuck 3 Jens in a row. But then I was like, all right, let's try 5 Asians in 5 days, and I had like, you know,
Were you eating
normal
sushi every day
Wong
too? Just were you
Min
cleaning
Kim.
it out?
No, I knew a few, and I set it up, and it was like I was like Bob Geldof organizing Live Aid. Like I had Post-it notes on my desk, and
It
I
was
was like,
Asian week.
yeah, it was a lot of work. And if you're that bored of fucking that you're coming up with silly challenges, throw in the towel, dude.
Somebody in the chat said that you don't care about my channel because of the conversation. But we talked about, before we went live, Gavin was lamenting that he often gets roped into interviews and podcast episodes where he has to talk about politics. And like you said, it's upsetting that you don't get to talk about things that actually interest you, like fashion, like maybe more culture stuff.
Well, I'm constantly defending the Proud Boys and saying they're not racist. But racism, like I'm not married to a white woman. It's not a thing on my radar. I definitely think white people are fucking awesome. And I definitely think Western culture is better than any other culture. And I have nothing but disdain for the third world. I love America. I love Canada and Australia. I think Japan is Western. So I'm definitely a Western chauvinist. But like Jews and race are something that every interview is what I got to talk about. And it's not really my...
Why do you think that is?
Because the way the left fights their enemies is they call them racist. And the Proud Boys are an effective group, so they called them racist. And then I'm the founder, so when I do an interview, I have to say, no, they're not racist. And it's like, the left is so bad at knowledge. Like a scientist goes, I think that ulcers are just a hole in your stomach and you got to stitch it up. And then they stitch it up and someone goes, I think it might be actually a bacteria that you could take antibiotics for. And they take the antibiotics and they go, well, the ulcer's gone. Oh, it wasn't a disease, just like an STD. Ulcers are basically an STD. We fixed it. Done. That's how scientists works. That's how scientists work. It's trial and error. But the left goes, this is a thing. Ulcers are a hole. So they go, Gavin McInnes is a white nationalist. And then they go, he's got non-white kids or whatever. And they go, well, it's complicated. It's like being called gay and you go, but he's married and he has sex with women. Yeah, that's to cope. And you can't, they're like that Killdozer guy who built that tractor that has all the steel plates on it and you can't stop them. They just have a hypothesis and they just drive forward.
Well, because they think that being a white supremacist, being racist is the worst thing one could possibly be.
And it's not a thing. That's what I keep saying. It's like, you might as well be mad at albino skateboarders. Like, it's not a pattern.
They're just regular dudes. And it all started just to, they were guys that wanted to walk, someone like Ann Coulter to a speaking engagement without her getting jumped.
And they still do that.
Yeah.
They still walk Ann Coulter to speaking engagements, and no one talks about that. So, yeah, greatest fraternity in the world. But the whole idea of white nationalism, there's Patriot Front, I guess. There's that.
Aren't those feds, though?
Maybe. There's that innocent group of guys who built a little community in rural buttfuck Idaho that they're not bothering anyone. They're being sued. There's Arania in South Africa where they chose the least arable land on earth and said, we'll set up something here. Please don't bother us.
White people did that?
Yeah. It's a whites only community in South Africa. But white nationalism is not a thing. Like, how many people die of opioid overdoses every day? I think it's approaching 300, or maybe it's more than 300. And that's fentanyl. That's fucking China making it. That is cartels distributing it. And you have these fucking losers like Will Sommer or Andy Campbell, Jacob Wool. There's that Christoph Sanders, where the fuck his name is. And these guys have devoted their lives to monitoring the behavior of conservative white males in case they fuck up once and say the N-word or something. What an absolute bunch of fucking losers. Like
hall monitors.
Hall monitors.
Logging, yeah.
But even hall monitors, they do catch some bad guys. These guys are chasing ghosts. 20 blacks kill 20 blacks a day. And you're totally focused on the possibility that one of these groups might lead to World War IV and the Fourth Reich or some shit. It's fucking embarrassing. And I think it's an element of white hatred. It's white self-hatred. We are the only race that has this microchip in our spine where we have ethnomasochism in our DNA. We want to wreck ourselves.
Why is that? Is it because, like, we have a lot to feel, I don't know, guilty about, or do you think it's people who deep down they actually think that whites are the best and then they feel guilty about it?
I've thought about this for 1 million hours as of today. And my only theory is during the Siberian winters of Northern Europe, we noticed that when we told people to fuck off and said, I'm better than you, they would freeze to death. So we developed empathy. And now when someone goes, you suck, we're like, maybe I do. Like, let's pickle some fruits and get a fire going and try to insulate this cabin so we can live through the winter.
So it's the cold.
It's the cold. The cold made us care too much about everyone else. And
That is so fascinating.
The cold made us go like, you're right. Maybe I do suck. Maybe I am a dummy. It's like this, I guess hubris and pride are dangerous in Siberian winters. I don't know why per se, but you know, even in your own household, like if one of my kids farted on me, they're all teenagers now, so that would be different. But when they were little kids, I would be like, oh my God, that reeks. What are you doing? If they farted on my wife, I'd be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
What are you doing? That's not funny. You're not allowed to fart on mom.
That's very sweet.
Right. And that's what, like, look at commercials. It's always white males specifically being doofuses. And that's sort of like, it's okay to fart on dad. That might be the name of this episode. It's okay to fart on dad.
That's the whole culture. It's okay to fart on white men. Like they can handle it.
Yeah.
And
we do it, like, I allow my kids to fart on me. So it's not like the Jews said, let your kids fart on you. Like, I set it up. And it's because I'm in control of this house. And, you know, you let puppies bite you.
Right.
Like, you're taking it on the chin so everyone can survive.
Yeah. Yeah, the baby, like, pulls my hair, like, throws things at my head, bites me. And you're just like, okay, you're a baby.
I saw a funny video where this little baby, probably 2, so not a baby, but she, like, throws something at the dad and it hits him in the face, like at the dinner table. I forget what it was, like a cup or something. And then the mom and the dad are trying so fucking hard not to laugh. And she goes, you do not throw things at your... You do not throw things at your father. So the kid's crying and they take him to the other room for a timeout. And then they close the door because he's in a timeout for what he did or what she did. I can't remember. And then once the door's closed, they can both laugh.
Because kids are so smart. Like, if you have a little bit of laugh going while you're saying something, it's like they
don't mean it.
Now it's like, oh, this is now a funny thing to do.
Dude, my daughter is Dirty Harry. Like, she shoved her brother off this like little ledge when we were visiting some aquarium in South Carolina, and I would give her timeouts. I don't believe in hitting just because I looked it up and it says it doesn't work.
No, it only makes you afraid of your dad.
Yeah, I would hit the kids if it was effective.
It makes you like want to pull away from them as soon as you're able.
And it shows them that pain is a solution to a problem. So I'm not doing it. I looked up the data. It doesn't work. I have no problem. And I do save spanking for taking your scooter across the road without looking at the traffic.
Oof.
So I saved it for one specific thing. But anyway, she shoved her brother off this little ledge. And I go, all right, you're facing that tree. And you're supposed to do, like, say if they're 4, it's a 4-minute timeout where they face the corner. So she's facing this tree for 4 minutes. And it must have been 105 degrees.
Oh, no.
And she's just like smoking a cigarette.
She's smoking?
In her orange coveralls, like her prison uniform. Just
doing hard time.
Like selling cigarettes, like using cigarettes to buy ramen noodles. Like
checking her jail like a bank account. Like,
yeah, she had started to scratch into the tree like a tunnel to get out.
He started making a shank out of bark. Did you ever have a conversation with your kids like, don't believe what you Google about your daddy on the internet or anything like that?
That's a good question. It's kind of the elephant in the room in our house. No, it's never discussed. It's weird. It's like they put up signs all over all over the street saying, "Hey, there's no home here."
Oh God, really? Because all the neighbors
both houses.
know?
We had 2 houses. We just moved because I bought this gigantic mansion, and I think people want to grow up in a house they grew up in. So we didn't like it. Like I'd have to text the kids to go to bed. 88 Park in Larchmont was the address.
Why would you give that out? Aren't there other people living there now?
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Beat them up?
You doxed them.
I guess I doxed them. But it was a massive. Yeah. The kitchen was actually slave quarters, and there was a separate staircase for them.
I looked at a house once that had slave quarters, and it was really neat.
Well, like indentured servants. So my wife would be cooking in the indentured servant kitchen, like in the back.
And she's brown.
And she's brown. And she'd be taking like the indentured servant stairs. We had separate stairs.
Are they like shittier stairs?
Yes.
Wow.
They're much shittier stairs. So
she took them.
She took them. But so we moved because we had this big front room that was all glass. So we were in a fishbowl because we were across from a park. And we got out of there, but then we moved to a new place because they put signs everywhere. Hey, there's no home here. And then we moved to a new place, same signs. They followed us. I don't know how.
How do they know that you?
I don't know. I don't know how word got out. But anyway, I've never brought it up. But like my youngest boy, he's 13 now. He started at school, and he came with this great idea. I'm going to set up a thing in New Rochelle, which is a black shitty neighborhood. They have this bouncy trampoline park, Sky Zone.
I love those. We'll take the Bean to those bouncy places.
You call your son the Bean?
Yeah. That's
a very cute name. So he set it up with like 5 or 6 guys and got the parents involved, and my mom will pick you up and then we'll go there. Like he set up a party.
Wow.
And then one of the kids said, his parents said he can go, but if they want to come back to Johnny's house, I just gave away his name. If they want to come back to his house, he can't go because his parents are in a hate group. So what that taught my son was, don't organize fun shit because your parents are basically pedophiles. Like the vibe is kind of a pedophile vibe. I actually liken it to being a mixed race couple in 1950 in a white neighborhood that's pretty racist. Because, like, when I go to my kids' games, I see, like, the other parents being like,
really?
There's that fucking N-word again on YouTube.
They call you an N-word?
No, but it's the same vibe.
Yeah.
And I just, like, look, I don't... Anthony Cumia fucking came up with this. He was like, you're just, like, wringing your bucket hat. And you're like, I don't want no trouble there.
I'm just here to watch the game like everybody else.
Boy. I'll be over there. I ain't going to sit on no bleachers now. I'm going to sit over here in the corner now. I don't want no trouble.
You want your shoes shine? I'm so sorry to bother you.
I can help you with that. You know what? One time I was in Chicago at the airport and I got my shoes shined by a black guy.
Ooh, whoa.
Yeah,
Did you feel
and-
bad the whole time?
It gets worse. So then he goes, I forget how much it was like $5, but I only had 20. He goes, I can't break that. How can you not break that? So I go to the little store next to the shoe shine place. And I'm like, can you break this? And they're like, we don't break money. You got to buy something. And I'm like, all right, well, what's your cheapest thing? And it was a banana. So
Oh,
you know where this is going.
no. Holy shit.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, my God.
So I bought a banana.
Oh, no.
And then I gave him his tip. And then I was like, I don't want a banana. Who eats bananas? And I was like, do you want this? And he's like, I almost tipped a black man one banana for shining my shoes. But anyway, yeah, we don't
Thank you
discuss.
so much. I could use some potassium right about now. My blood sugar is so low.
Thanks for shining my shoes, boy. Here's a banana. Enjoy yourself. But yeah, we don't discuss it.
Did you not realize that you were offering him a banana?
Well, I was aware, but he's not funny, so I could have.
That
We
could have
could
been
have
great.
enjoyed. It's like I box every day, and boxers are not good with comedy. Like there's a
Why
reason
not?
why.
Because they're always getting hit in the head.
Probably I think every boxer is the youngest boy, and he was getting beaten up by his brothers.
Yeah,
I bet you if you researched every successful boxer, MMA guy, I bet they're all little brothers.
that makes so much sense. Just like just about every comedian is a youngest in their family.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, that's a big statistic.
That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Comedy, stand-up comedy, and boxing are very similar. Mm-hmm. You're putting yourself in a perilous situation because you're used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, jokes don't go well there. I was sparring with this young man. I'm 55. I have white in my beard, and I have a lot of tattoos. And I was like,
You don't seem 55.
"Thank you." So I'm fighting him. I go, "I don't want you to be intimidated by the tats." And he's like 30. He goes, "I have tattoos too." And you can never say, you probably abide by this. You could never say, "I'm just kidding." Isn't that a sin?
Well, I guess it depends on the situation. Like, that was a joke. Like,
Yeah, I don't, that's a fail.
because it depends. Like, yeah, you are kind of admitting defeat.
Yeah. It's like you peeled the curtain back. That's the fourth wall. So what you got to do is keep exaggerating until they go, "Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, you're being funny.
I'm from outer space. I'm a Martian." And they're like, "What? How can you be from outer space?" And you just keep ramping up. Like I was at James O'Keefe's housewarming party not too long ago.
Wow.
And this guy I think James might be a little bit autistic. I hope that's not an insult, but if you're autistic, you're going
He
to
has a good work ethic.
Oh, dude, he's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Who changed the world. And he continues to change the world. The more they cancel him, his own company fired him. And he came back stronger than ever, and they died.
Did he
That's what I wanted with Vice. I wanted them to die the next day. They survived for 15 years.
That was
and
really incredible. Like, did he talk much about that? Like, well, maybe not, because if you've ever been to a James O'Keefe party, it's like he's not going around having deep conversations with anybody. But
he's DJing.
yeah, he is DJing. He's wearing sunglasses.
He's on MDMA, and he's got a
having
fucking
fun.
visor on.
Yeah, he's being chased around by girls. Yeah.
But I was at a party and this guy introduced himself as James O'Keefe's best friend.
What a strange way to introduce yourself to people.
And I go, "I'm actually his best friend." And he goes, "I played football with him in college, and I've known him since I was 14.
That's great.
And I go, "Well, I don't know what to tell you, pal. You've known him longer than me, but I'm his best friend." And he goes, "No, you're not." And then I realized, oh, this guy thinks I'm fucking serious.
Wow.
I got to get out of this joke, but I will not do the funny person sin of saying I'm just kidding. So I kept going. And I was like, I think we were best friends even from birth before we were born. It was like we were destined to.
Oh, so he's just going to think you're crazy then.
Fine. As long as I don't have to say I'm just kidding.
Okay.
And I can't really remember how it ended. It didn't end well. I just kept ramping it up.
It ended
And he
in a
kept
fist fight.
fucking
We're like,
believing me. Yeah.
what a
What a
strange.
dummy.
Poor guy, like, doesn't feel like he has enough going on for himself. Has to introduce himself as James O'Keefe's
Well, he's
best friend.
autistic. They're robots, right? They're just robots.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to. I have some topics here. I guess I could have looped this in when we were talking about rape.
I love rape, by the way.
No, you don't.
I raped 3 girls today.
Wow.
And one was 12.
Okay. You said that Gen Z is the first generation not to rape.
Yeah, I think I'm the first non-rapist in the world.
You're the first person in the world.
And by me, I mean Gen X. Yeah.
Oh, I wrote Gen Z.
So yeah, just kidding, YouTube. I did not rape girls today.
I don't think the Gen Zers they're not sexually interested
No, Gen Zers don't rape. So I was watching Northman with my wife, and they have a bunch of like indentured slaves, whatever, and they just rape them. Like, I'm raping you on Thursday. And then my wife goes, when did rape like stop being a thing? Because in the movie with the Vikings, like rape is just.
I mean, some would say
sweeping.
it still is a thing if you're looking at the Epstein files.
Okay, we'll get to that. But Bonnie McFarlane's book, You're Better Than Me, it's a really good book. And in it, she's probably my age, so we're both like old Gen Xers. But in her book, she talked about how she was getting raped downstairs, basically here.
In his house.
Yeah, on this couch. And she was like,
That's horrible.
I don't know what women say when they're being raped, but it's probably like, I don't like this. I hate this.
It sucks.
This is the worst sex ever.
You're tiny.
My vagina hurts. So she says in the book, she goes, her friends were upstairs going, Bonnie's getting.
Did she say how old she was or anything like that? I mean, that's horrible.
It's pretty bad. I think she was probably 15, 16. No, maybe older, because her friend said, yeah, she's waited way too long. Like, she's Canadian like me.
So
and
she was
back then, if you were 17 and a virgin, it was like, can we cut the shit, please?
I was 19 when I lost mine.
Well, weren't your friends like, can you fucking...
No.
Oh, my friends said they're going to beat the shit out of me. I was 17, and they're like, Big Kimmy's at Paul's house. If you don't come over and fuck her, we're going to total you.
I used to get shit from my friends for not having my period when they did. They would get mad at me.
Kind of the same thing.
They were like, we're going to make you walk around.
We're going to make you have your period.
They were like,
we're going to squirt ketchup up your
cunt. Like 12
cunt.
or 13 years old. They're like, what? We're going to make you walk around with pads on.
Yeah,
I was like,
you
what
bitch.
the fuck? It's not my fault.
Get your period, you idiot.
I can't just like will it to happen.
What are you waiting for? Fuck.
That was so, I hated that.
I'm so sick of you not menstruating.
Like, what's it to you? You're
What
not
are you,
going
a
to see it.
Rastafarian?
You're not going to know.
So, yeah, so they made me fuck him. That went great, by the way. But
Oh, you're talking about
with Bonnie, as she was being raped downstairs, they were upstairs, and her friends were like, it's been long enough. Let's let her go through it. It was almost like, getting your ears pierced or something.
Oh my God.
It was a rite of passage. And it wasn't rape to Bonnie's friends. It was having sex.
Wow.
So that's a culture. And I'm guessing this was probably 1985. Bonnie can confirm. And I think that was kind of the end. I don't think
of rape.
The end of rape. Obviously, there's
the
refugees
Muzzies are still doing it, and like
yes, there's other cultures, but as far as our culture, nudge,
the whites stopped raping in the 80s.
I think the whites stopped raping in the 80s. That's another great title for this this episode, and it's funny because when I was a kid, all the movies we watched, they were like quarterbacks and date raping jocks are the worst guys in the world. They're always date raping.
They shouldn't have to if they're jocks.
Well, that's what we were told. And Ducky in 16 Candles is the good guy, right? And then you become an adult and you're like, Ducky's the rapist.
I haven't seen 16 Candles.
Ducky will fuck you when you're passed out at a party.
Oh, it's always the male feminist.
And
you
the
gotta watch out
quarterback
for.
is the guy who like carries you into the shower and like washes the puke off of you and then puts you in your own bed and like puts a towel down and stuff. We were brainwashed.
It's true.
Into thinking the jocks were the rapists. The Ducky is the rapist.
Because
that's another great title.
Because the jocks aren't writing the movies. The nerds are writing the movies.
Exactly.
And they want to make themselves look like heroes.
And the jocks are drowning in pussy. They're like, I'm good for blowjobs. I got to get back to I got to study Stop sucking my dick.
Oh, we got a super chat. Thank you, Ben Zane. Or who knows? Maybe I just haven't noticed the other ones. Ben Zane. I don't know what kind of currency that is, but thank you. What's your
It's
opinion?
Romanian rubles. It's actually
rubles.
It's actually 40 cents.
Oh, good. What's your opinion on Indian arranged marriage?
It's not very romantic. They tend to work out okay, but then we don't know because their culture doesn't really have divorce.
Right. It's probably good for the Indians.
Yeah. Well, the Indians tend to marry their cousins.
Yeah.
The Muslims do it because it's in the Quran, but the Indians do it to maintain the family wealth.
Oh, wow.
It's not good. You got to go out and meet people, folks.
You're going to get squirrely looking kids that way.
Yeah. I mean, internet dating is an inevitability at our age, but I don't know. I think you got to go and talk to girls. Although, with my wife, I can sit here and say internet dating is stupid and gay, but she knew who I was. I'd fucked her friend Jen. So we were sort of in the same scene. So that we kind of did internet date in a way. Mm. I was like the hipster guy and she was in the hipster scene, and I'd eaten out. Jen D'Angelo was her name. When you eat out a girl, you're really leaving a business card in her pussy.
Oh, God.
And I hope this doesn't demonetize you, but that's what can I not say, by the way, on this?
I think you're doing okay so far.
Okay, so N-words is out.
I don't think that YouTube likes the TRANNY word for some reason. Also, Twitter doesn't like that word.
I think I said that word when I was doing my commercial thing. Can you edit it out before you put it up permanently? What do you mean no?
Who's got?
I don't mean now.
We're live.
But like you put this is going to be on your site, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm not paying Matt enough money to edit anything. Let's be honest.
Okay. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, I forgot to get it. Didn't you have beef with Bonnie McFarlane or did I make that up?
I love her. She said bad shit about the Proud Boys, which pissed me off. But her sister has Down syndrome, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And I asked not a dumb question actually, but a normal question. I forget what it was, but it was like,
can they vote
or something like that? And she fucking lost it.
Well, women can vote, so there you go.
But I remember there was a gay dude, Taylor Mead, of the Mead Paper Fortune. He's been in a bunch of Andy Warhol movies.
Oh.
And we were at Max Fish in the East Village, and he was sitting there, and I said, I got to ask you, Taylor, one thing I never got about gays is why do you want big dicks? Like, if I was gay and someone's going to put their dick in my ass.
You would want a small one.
I want an Asian baby.
You'd want a light switch.
I want a grain of rice.
Nothing that's going to affect your gait.
I don't want fucking it going up into my liver and stuff. And he, not unlike Bonnie, had a complete meltdown. And he kept screaming the same words. I hate lazy thinking.
Wow.
I hate lazy thinking. Until the bouncer.
So you wanting a small penis in your hypothetical gay situation was lazy thinking?
In my hypothetical
In fact, you're thinking about it way more than the average person.
I still don't know the answer. I'm dying to know.
In fact, I would say if you're a gay guy who's down with small dudes, like you're probably going to be doing okay if you're not that picky. I've heard the gay communities, like they're very superficial about that sort of thing.
Even vaginas. Like, do you really want a gigantic schlong?
No.
Invading your entire area?
You don't want something that's going to send you to the hospital. You don't want something that's like, you have to like ultimately temper. You're like, I can't really fully, you got to be alert and aware. You can't just throw caution to the wind.
I remember I met this girl once. I think she was a barmaid at our local bar. And she was madly in love with this guy. She's going to marry him. And he had a tiny dick.
Wow, what a saint she is.
And she was like, I guess I'll just like do anal if I really need a reaming.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
But if he's small, it's small whether it's in the front or in the back.
Well, no, buttholes are much less tolerant than vaginas, I assume. Vaginas, my understanding is vaginas can have people come out of them. Buttholes can just do big shits.
That's true.
That's another title.
I guess that's the thing. If you do marry a small guy, you could have them wear, I don't know, like accessories.
Sure, whatever you want.
Although that's got to be a bummer.
Look,
To be a dude, I got to put this on.
I've been going to the gym my whole life. I've seen a lot of dicks. There's not a lot of range. They're all like...
They're all basically in there.
There's some African freaks. There's some very unfortunate chaps. But generally, it's...
You're in the fine range.
Everyone's a saint. It's a dumb thing. And then liberals are so obsessed with fucking... The Zionists have small dicks, and ICE has small dicks, and...
Oh, really?
MAGA has... They always talk about your dick.
They think that's going to really get to you.
Yeah. I think they think that you're secretly... Like, you're going to go, how the fuck did you know?
It like comes down to, I think, like high school dynamics. I think like liberals were fucking losers and nerds, and they weren't excelling in life, and they're adults not excelling in life, so they just go, oh, I'm gonna make it about your penis.
That's a good theory, Chrissy.
It's like they're still locked into that high school mentality.
Yeah, because I've had this dick for many years now. My wife is fine with it. I have zero insecurity about my penis as an old man. But when you're 14 and no chick has seen your dick, you're like, is this acceptable? You don't know if your dick is small or not when you're like 12, 13.
Well, that's too,
because no one's seen it.
Young.
And when I was young, when I was 12 and 13, we didn't really have porn back in 1982. So I hadn't seen boners. So I was like, is this big or small? How are we doing with this? So if you want to hurt a man in high school, you go, you know, your misgivings about your penis, they're correct. It sucks. Now, when you're 25, you fucked a bunch of chicks and you're like, this is pretty reasonable.
Unless you're that guy with the micro penis who just came out and did a bunch of interviews.
Which represents, I would say, 0.5% of the population.
Which is good that he's leaning in. You know, he should get rich.
And he probably doesn't have the balls and the courage to be a politician.
Probably literally doesn't have balls. He's just unfortunate all the way around. But yeah, as an adult, you're like, I'm fine. Most are in the acceptable range. You worry about other stuff. Like you'd say, oh, you're broke. Or like, those are adult insults.
It's as dumb as calling a woman like a hairy bushed bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate Chrissie Mayr. Her fucking pubes are way too much.
Yeah, you're like, well, I guess I'll go buy a razor.
How do you know that? And B, how is that a problem?
Yeah, that's a me problem. That's not a you problem.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So let's talk about...
I'm selling my pubes on my OnlyFans, by the way.
How much would you sell them for?
1 penny each.
Okay.
But I usually do bags of 100.
I don't think you should do that because then
those are $1.
Because you just never sell anything bodily related online because people that are into witchcraft could get them.
Oh, I make them sign a waiver that they will not be using this for Christmas.
Oh, okay. I promise not to use this for witchcraft. K-Max, what's up, K-Max? Thank you for the 10. Gavin, you were pretty disappointed in the Super Bowl yesterday. Oh, Gavin, were you pretty disappointed in the Super Bowl yesterday? I always saw you as more of an NHL hockey fan than a football one. It's more manly as a sport.
It definitely is. It's the best. Hockey is the best sport, but I'm a Mets fan. I don't know why.
Because you like pain.
My son is into the Mets, so I just chose that. He's a baseball kid. But yeah, that was a terrible game. Has anyone seen the Bad Bunny translation of that song?
No.
I have a girlfriend. I like to have girls. People say, how do you have so many girlfriends? I have so many girlfriends. I have Jennifer, Veronica, all my girlfriends. And then I take them to the VIP. We go to the VIP. We get the VIP. We take a selfie at the VIP. I'm not exaggerating. That's the song.
That's what he's saying, but just in Spanish?
Yes.
Yikes.
Embarrassing. Retarded. Garbage culture. Ugh.
That is upsetting.
Also, Puerto Ricans need to know they're in America.
Yeah, you won. You made it. Let go.
You can't be anti-American. You're American.
There is a lot of that. I think they think it's like a cool club. Like they can reap all the benefits of this country, but be like, I'm brown. I know what good food tastes like. Whatever. So this happened a while ago. God, almost this summer it'll be 2 years since the Compound Media Censored TV merger.
Yeah, why am I the bad guy with that?
You really don't know?
No.
I mean, you came in and fired everybody.
Yeah, that was Anthony's decision.
Well, it didn't seem that at the time people didn't realize like that was what Anthony wanted. They just thought you were being a dick.
Well, Garrett was like, you enjoyed it. And I'm like,
did you enjoy it?
No. But I'm very, what's the word? Ambivalent about firing. I fired a lot of people like back at Vice days. And I learned early on, it's best just to rip off the Band-Aid and be like, this isn't working out. It's like breaking up with a girl. What are you going to do? Talk about it for 5 hours? So when I talk to everyone at Compound, I go, this isn't working out. And the thing I do at Compound Censored, Censored.tv, is it's all commission. And the beauty of commission is I don't have to think about you. Like AIU makes a fortune. And it's all on his, he gets 60% of his subs now. He used to be 50-50. And he just gets his fucking check wired to him, and I don't have to think about him. Whereas when you pay people per episode, you have to wonder if it's financially viable, and are you losing money on this? Are you gaining money? Like YouTube doesn't have to worry about any of this. They go,
no, they just go based on views, and then you get paid on.
So you eat what you kill. So we're switching to that model, and yeah, I think Garrett said like I enjoyed firing you guys, and I didn't feel that bad about it, but I didn't.
You didn't enjoy it, but you didn't feel bad.
No, it's like Eva Mendes doesn't want to fuck me.
But also, like, it wasn't even your company, so it's like, how could you feel bad? You weren't connected to all these people the way.
I think Anthony probably lost like $500,000 on that whole project.
Sure, but okay. So now that it's been some time,
that's over 10 years.
Is there anything that you would do differently now with hindsight?
Yes, I would lie and placate everyone and pretend that there was some whole big story going on and not tell them the truth. Because that seems to do better than just going, it's not working out, boys. It's not profitable. Bye.
No, really. But seriously, would you do anything?
I'm not joking.
You really would?
I guess to be totally honest, I wouldn't. I would just do it the same way. But if you want to maintain friendships and not have everyone hate you, then lie when you're firing people and pretend that there's some other thing going on and, you can work something out. Don't give them the bitter pill. Well,
there was also the part of it where it seemed like you sort of were leading some of us on, and then it seemed like at one point you were going to promise like Gino and I money to help build a studio, and then you were like, oh, just kidding, never mind, like I just wanted to make it seem like you guys were on board so that I could get your subs. I think that was a little dishonest.
No, well, that's what I wanted to do with that. Was I said to my investors, I go, maybe we take a hit where we build them a studio and we lose like $10,000 to get them going, and then we start doing a commission. So yeah, you could argue that was duplicitous because I didn't think that would work for the company, but I was willing to lose some serious money building you guys a studio like this.
Okay, because it just didn't seem like a real offer.
Well, I mean, you're the only one who's financially viable at that thing. Look at the proof is in the pudding. Look at what Gino has financially generated with his podcast since leaving Compound.
Well, I don't know what his.
Look at what Garrett and Steve have financially generated since leaving Compound. Like when I left Compound, I started making money with CRTV. Then they fired me. After the Blaze merger, I started making money on my own. So if you're financially viable, then it's the beauty, I would say, of the modern economy with podcasting is if you have a brand that's worth anything, you don't really need people like me.
Right. And you can have multiple income streams and like get multiple ad revenue sources coming in. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say, because I can't, there's so many people that go, we should put them all together. Like Chrissie, Mayr, fucking Steven Crowder, like super new Fox News. like Ben Shapiro, everyone.
Who would pay for that?
Nick Fuentes. Like, let's put them all on one giant network. That's a multi-trillion-dollar plan. And Chrissie's just going to go, I can just do that on my own, thanks.
Well, so would the other guys. They would be like, I'm making enough being alone.
So you can't really create like a super thing. But I guess your criticism is valid in that I wanted the merger to be seamless. And I thought I will take a hit with Chrissie and Gino for a while and build them studios and lose I'm happy to lose 10 grand per person. But if it's still not working, then we're going to cut them loose. But the idea of cutting everyone loose was Anthony's idea. He said as much.
I wish that he had just taken us all out for dinner or something, or like in one of his trips up, just been like some kind of a heads up. Like I know that he doesn't like to do those types of things, but I think it would have helped lessen the blow if there were things he could have done a little bit.
Sure. Well, it's sort of like Mike D. Is that the guy from the Beastie Boys with the East Timor thing?
Oh, I don't know about.
I forget which Beastie Boy it was. Mike Diamond, Adam Horowitz, whatever, the ugliest guy with the raspy voice. He had the East Timor thing. And I remember I was in that sort of scene, and all the East Timor people were furious when he stopped that charity because he cut they all had good salaries. They were living in New York City. But towards the end of Compound Media, it was a charity. They were not generating. And if he had fired everyone and kept the Anthony Cumia show, he would lose probably 5 to 10% of his subs. Maybe. They were all there for Anthony. I mean, you generated a lot of subs, but otherwise, yeah, it was not, I mean, there was not a demand for a network. There was a demand for Anthony Cumia.
Yeah, and he created it for himself. Like it was good for him. It was what he needed at the time.
He was just too generous.
And that's the thing is like I only had one show a week, so I was never salaried. So it's like I just didn't.
What did you make?
I didn't have an opportunity to like get comfortable.
What'd you get per ep?
200. And then
that's what was Sirius was paying.
After years, I was like, I really want to pay my announcer, so I asked for like a little more. But like to me, I was just like, out of loyalty, I was like, I appreciate Compound. They were the first place to ever really like kind of platform me when I was going through my like political awakening and kind of getting canceled, and like I just always felt like
did Compound red pill you?
Was it kind of actually? Yeah, it was. I started to just go on the In Hot Water show with like funny characters, and I always appreciate like Gino and Aaron for like giving me the flexibility. Like, yeah, do whatever you want. I'd be like, here's my whole plan. Here's what I'm gonna say. They're like, no, just do it. Just be weird. Just do your thing. And it was like a whole cancellation thing that with this one liberal comic who just like went after me because she didn't like how I parodied her, Kate Willett. And at the time she had like much better credits, and she had like a Comedy Central 15-minute special, and like she was in the ear of every
Is that the
industry
one with the giant schnoz?
I think so. She's a brunette. She's like bangs.
Her whole comedy specials about her grandmother thinking she's pretty.
I don't know.
Pull her up, Jamie.
I haven't really watched her stuff. I don't even know if she's still doing comedy, but like she was in the ear of every industry person telling them what a horrible person I was. And I just was like, oh, this is the industry. Got it. Okay. It doesn't matter the truth. It just matters like who has better credits and who's in and who's not. Anyway, but yeah, I would say Compound Media did sort of begin that process.
Because we red pilled Owen Wilson. He was he was a real normie before he started going on Ant's show.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was a combination of like Compound and also dating my husband like helped me to kind of wake up. So what was your beef with Michael Malice then? Was that
very simple? I love Michael. I made his career. I got him, a platform. And I was talking to Garrett. And I said, I can't remember how Michael came up, but Garrett goes, yeah, he doesn't like you. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, we were talking about like how you're funny or something. And then Michael goes, he's not a really good person.
Out of nowhere.
And I was like, it's one thing to not think I'm a good person, but while you're smiling at me and pretending you're my pal. So the next time I saw him, I threw him against a wall.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was all like, hey, man, what's up?
Why would you throw him against a wall?
Because Garrett told me that he's talking shit about me.
That doesn't seem like enough of a reason to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I strongly disagree. Why should you be shoved up against the wall? I didn't throw him down a fucking...
I think you should be shoved up against a wall
chimney.
if, like, you start, I don't know, if, like, start a physical fight or threaten, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a
painful.
man.
It was not painful. He bonked himself on some bricks. But it was Garrett telling me that he had said, like, that guy's... I did tell Michael I'm convinced he's gay.
Why? Because he has a small frame.
He got a six-pack. He's really into vintage denim.
He's in good shape. Yeah, he dresses well.
A six-pack. I work out every day.
Okay. But then you also drink a little.
Right.
My dad had
I'm
a
a
six-pack.
heterosexual male. Your dad has a six-pack?
Yeah, well, he's
Your
dead
dad's
now. But you think only gay guys
Your
have
dad's a
six-pack?
dead gay. Your dad had a six-pack?
Yeah, he was in really good shape.
Yeah.
And then he was murdered.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? How did I not know that?
Because it doesn't concern you. Why would you know about it?
Well, it's pretty interesting. What happened?
He got murdered at his house in Vegas.
Oh, I do know this story.
Yeah.
Was it for money? Did he have a bunch of cash in the house?
I have ideas, but I don't know. The police
we've
don't
talked
really.
about this before.
The
Yes.
police don't really. I should probably call and I haven't talked to them in a while. But it's basically a cold case at this point. I haven't really dealt with it. So
How old was he?
77. The most annoying part is that the article said that he was elderly, and I'm like, he's.
Oh, you
not.
guys were fighting.
We got to a good place before he got.
Thank
before he
God.
died. Yeah, and I was saying before, like I thank Jesse Lee Peterson for that because I had been on his show and I think talking to him about how like I had issues with my dad. He's like, you gotta forgive
I'm
him.
sorry, Chrissy.
You
I'm
just-
such a drunk retard. We've talked about this, and I totally know this story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
That's all right. I don't really talk about it all the time. So, but I give Jesse Lee Peterson so much credit. He's like, you just have to forgive him. He didn't know. You have to just not have these issues. You have to love your dad. And I was like, yeah, I forgot. He said some other things that were wise and fatherly. So I took his advice and I was like, okay,
Did he
good.
try to rip you off, though? Like, what was the origin of your
Jesse
beef?
Lee Peterson?
No, your dad.
No.
So why'd you guys have beef?
Okay, so we started like getting into fights because my mom died of brain cancer in 2018, and instead of like hiring a full-time like nurse staff, he like thought he could just do it himself. And I'm like, dude, you're also just another 70-something-year-old guy. Like, you're not trained in this, and like, oh, I just don't want strangers in the house. I'm like, this is going to be the end. Like, you just, and then he fucking threw his back out carrying her to the bathroom, just like I said he would. I'm like, you're going to get hurt. Like, and then he was very shitty to me during that time. Yes, because he was stressed and like doing too much himself. But he would say very shitty things like, why didn't you quit your job to come help me? But he wasn't expecting that of my brother or my sister. And like, I remember this one time I was visiting them in Florida. And I'm like, she should shower. Like, she needs a shower, Dad. You do it. You fucking do it. And then, so now I'm just like in a bathing suit in a shower with my
Oh
like
my
naked
God.
mom, like this moment.
Yeah, I'm
like,
in the exact same
and I'm
boat.
like, oh, thank God actually that the shower is like, hiding my tears a bit, because this is like just, and anyone who's cared for a sick parent like finds himself in this kind of like, you're dealing sort of with your dad stuff. And, I'm just in my head, like, what's the correct way to wash my mom's private parts? Like while she's like hanging over me, like just, but also tiny, she had like lost so much weight at this point. And you're like, she's just like a fraction of the person her as, like that's what sucks about brain tumors. It was read on her like focal motor part of her brain. So like you lose your personality, you lose your speech, you can't write. And then it's just like the funny, vivacious person is like gone.
How long was she a mess?
It was like, so she was, she had the seizure, like, seizure out of nowhere, like November of 2015, I think, because it was right after my grandma passed. And then she had like awake brain surgery maybe like a few months after that, maybe in January. And then, so it was like 2.5 years she made it, which like, I stupidly thought like, oh, she's going to live a long time. I didn't realize like the severity of what she had or like the actual like rate that you can, like the survival rate. And like, it pissed me off because she just, I wanted her to be somebody that like just fucking shaved her head and was like, let's do this. I'm getting funny wigs. But instead she just like let her hair fall out and it like fucking, she didn't. And how would I can't really judge her because it's like, I've never had terminal cancer. You don't know how you deal with it till you're doing it. But I wish she had like grabbed the situation by the balls a little bit more, but it's scary. So you can't blame her.
But also maybe you just think, I'm fucking old. This is it.
Yeah. And I got
it's a very
mad.
young person's mentality to be like, I'm going to fight
That's
it.
true.
Like if you got sick right now, you would be like, I'm getting wigs and I'm fucking getting new eyebrows and I'm going to win.
I'm going to finally sell my pubes. I'm going to do it. And then, like it bothered me. Like she was doing kind of a homeopathic cancer plan. And then at one point she just did, and I think the chemo is what fucking kills people. So I don't know. And it bothered me that I wasn't really on the inside of like the conversations about like how she was doing and how much time she had left. And I just feel like I stupidly thought she was going to have more time. And it was hard. Then they just like up and moved to Florida anyway. And it's like the better care is in New York, but they were probably in like fuck it mode,
I just think your relationship with your family is paramount. And you have to, like my mother-in-law is 100% Native American. She's very liberal. She's not a big fan of the G-Dog. But I think it's very important that she gets along with my wife, who's sort of become MAGA after our neighbors terrorized us. And
so she was liberal when you guys got married?
Oh, yeah. She voted for Hillary in 2015. But not to bring this all back to me. Talk about
you're here. It should be about you. It's been too much about me.
But I guess I'm bringing it up to say, like, while that was going on and you were getting along badly with your dad, you're mad at him, I would say just like if your dad joined the KKK during that time, just be like, well, blacks do get up to some mischief. Like they
do have a lot of good points, those guys.
They a lot of those crosses are dead wood that they were just getting rid of, and like just figure it out. Like never. The whole left wing thing where they don't invite their parents to Thanksgiving and all that stuff, like.
You're only making your world so much smaller. Like you're cutting off your biggest, I don't know, not resource, but like that's a huge part of your life.
That's fuel. You spend time with your family, and you feel rejuvenated. It's like going out in the country, and like you're rejuvenated for a while.
Really, I would feel depleted.
I would feel rejuvenated, but even with my in-laws, like I know they don't like me, but I like them. And I can get over the political shit. And I just think it's really important that they have a relationship with their
grandkids.
Their grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right wingers, I feel like, are always better at getting over the political shit than left wingers are.
Well, we just my beliefs about politics are it's just facts. So if you disagree with me about immigration, like let's lock ourselves in a library for 24 hours, and all your points I will go dig up. That's the thing about the modern left is all their points are lies.
And propaganda, yeah.
Yeah, like even I have this Public Enemy 12-inch from, I think it's from Fear of the Black Planet, and it's these two lynched blacks, and it's white people happy about it in the foreground.
This is a painting?
It's a 12-inch Public Enemy album. I think it's from Fear of the Black Planet. It's got like 6 songs on it. And it's these lynched blacks. And I remember being, when I bought it, I was like, fucking, look at these white pieces of shit dancing around. And then I recently looked up the guys. They fucking murdered a dude who ran a factory, and they raped his daughter.
Whoa.
That's why they got lynched. But we just have this attitude of, It
It was just for their skin color.
yeah, and that's a lie. And so much of the left's tropes that they disinvite you from Thanksgiving for are lies.
Oh, thank you for the super chat, Conrad Veit.
How much is that?
Thank you for the $99.99.
$99.99.
Chrissy is financially viable. Thank you. And I will have those pubes off to you in the morning. Sir. You get all of them. That's the deal.
You know that chick who was selling her bathwater?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the guy getting it. Like, what does he do? Does he pour it on his face while he jerks off? Or
Probably. I had
Smell
a
it?
girlfriend who was like,
Lick
well,
it?
if I was going to buy my celebrity crush's bathwater, she said I would buy two. One to just keep, and the other one would be like, I don't know, put on your,
yeah, what do you do?
take a tiny bath with it. I don't know. Row House, thank you for the 10. Gavin, you debated not so erudite in Atlantic City. Is it fair to say she is a very likable person of the left? I see her as someone who can appear on right-wing shows and be cordial.
Who's that again?
I liked her a lot. What the hell is her name? Kayla. She was in the white dress at the Word War debate. She was on the commentary platform with you and
Oh,
Sam.
yeah. Yeah, she's, she's childless.
She's child. What is she, 25 or something?
No, she's like 30.
Okay.
She waited too long. She
She could still have
okay.
them.
Well, we hope so. But the hourglass turns upside down at 30. And she was all about, she loved Anna Kasparian. And Anna Kasparian's like feminist shit. And, everything is kids. Like they say everything is IQ, and that's partially true, but everything is kids. And these women who don't have kids, like I was watching this guy, Drew Builds Things today on YouTube. I watched it for like an hour and a half. He builds like these little cabins in the woods.
I like watching those videos. It's cool.
Yeah, it's great. But it's a one-person cabin he built in the woods.
Oh, that's cool. And he uses like real logs and he builds it into the
No.
hill or
This is
something?
very modern, very
Okay.
modern. But as I'm watching it, I'm like, this is very cool. I like to see the semantics, I guess, of electricity and how you built this thing. But you're also saying to your girlfriend, we're not having kids. Because this is a one-bedroom fucking...
It's a hobby, right?
It's literally smaller than this studio.
It's probably just a hobby for
It's
you.
from that desk to here. That's his entire room.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think he knows he probably can't have a
So
family.
she didn't
in
have
that.
kids, and I think she had a miscarriage. And so when we were talking about Pearl and debating Anna, I was like, well, I thought Pearl had kids, by the way, which is not true. But I go,
You really thought she had kids?
I thought I looked it up.
I thought you were just saying that to be funny. I thought you had this running joke that like she and you had a kid out of like I was like, oh, this is a long bit he's doing.
Nope. But I will say, I still stick to my assessment because Pearl's very feminine.
She is. She's very sweet in person and actually demure and like much prettier in person than people.
Oh my God. My game around her, not that I was trying to fuck her, but I was so awkward. I was like, hello. I had special needs.
Because she's so tall, you have to look up.
Yeah, and you're like, do you know that the thing that you said the other day was so funny? And then she said, she goes, I'm a DEI hire. I shouldn't be doing this. All my success is from men. And this is embarrassing. I stopped her in the hallway and I go, you came up on my feed today in my hotel and you said that you're DEI, but I saw you talking about how most women, I can't even remember what the stat was.
Something about women sucking.
Women sucking. And she goes, yeah, all that data I got from a man. And then instead of going, oh, I went like this. Like I scared her with scream laughing
too
because
much.
I have no game. It was fucking special needs.
I would love to see a totally pared down, vulnerable Pearl. Like I would love to see Pearl just
That's all I saw.
just not her online persona. Like just very. I want to see a stripped down.
She's
Vulnerable.
like your girlfriend's mom when you meet your girlfriend's mom. Like she's diminutive and serious and curt, and she knows what she's doing, and she doesn't want to waste anyone's time. Like I always feel like I'm wasting her time.
I love wasting people's time. I love chatting people's ear off at these things, and I only pulled back because I'm like, oh, she's about to do this debate. Like, it's probably before a comedy show where you need to be like in your head thinking about stuff.
Can you believe I asked to see your friend's ass?
I believe it. Grace Thorpe, she's talked about it on streams. She was like, thought you were really hitting on her.
I was about to spend $100 to see her ass.
Wow.
And then guess what happened?
She said no.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex named her dad
Yeah, her dad was there and he's
walked
huge.
over and he goes, I hear you want to see my daughter's ass. And I was like, that's not true. 'Cause how do you get out of that?
What else did he say?
He said it was cool. He
Oh, okay.
I don't know why he didn't kill me, but he dropped it. And then we hung out. But that is one of the tallest people I've ever met.
He's such a giant.
He's
Ben
a
Thorpe.
fucking monster.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm like, oh, this is your podcast partner? Like, he seems cool. And she's like, it's my dad. I'm like, wow, like you're like really besties with your dad. I don't know what that's like.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Cool couple.
He seems like a cool hang.
They were fun. And I never got to see her ass.
Oh, well.
And I knew it was shitty, but I kind of, guys like shitty asses. This is the thing about guys that women don't understand.
They like BBLs. I think they like.
No, this is, I can't stress this enough. Pretty is pretty, but only ugly can be beautiful. And these girls, they spend so much time doing like clav shit where they want to get to that like Victoria's Secret supermodel. No guy has ever beat off about a Victoria's Secret supermodel. And I can't tell you how many times, like Anthony Cumia and I are perfect examples where I'll be like, oh my God, look at that fucking angel. And he's like, are you out of your fucking mind? You find her attractive? And I'm like, she's a goddess. And then he'll show me some trailer park fucking 18-year-old with scraggly blonde hair. And I'm like, oh, God, imagine having to fuck that. And he's like, I would pay all the money I have to fuck that.
Oh my God.
And we don't, like, we disagree on every single chick. And that's all men.
That's really funny.
Like,
I
and
hope she's at least 18.
So girls shouldn't get like fake tits or anything. None of us guys agree on chicks.
I don't know. I feel like
Sydney Sweeney, okay, but she also has kind of retard eyes, and
she does. She has soft retard eyes. She has, I think, a good sense of humor. Not that she's cracking jokes, but like she looks like a fun hang. She looks like she would laugh at your joke.
Like Nicole Simpson. I feel like she's a good hang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was, the whole debate over her versus Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina's very manufactured, very manicured. Gays and women like her because gays and women appreciate what is like an obvious show of effort into your appearance.
A lot of guys will marry a chick who's just fun to hang out with too. And they go, well, my friends won't think I'm cool, but whatever. She's going to get ugly in 20 years anyway.
Everyone gets ugly. Unless you're my dad, who had a six-pack when he died.
Well, that's the thing about gays. They look great till the end. But I would say to women, don't obsess about aesthetics. Like, don't be a fat pig. Grow your hair long and wear high heels 3 days a week.
3 days a week?
3 days a week, yeah. Not
Well, what
you.
if you're not out?
Well, then it's not relevant. But going out, if you live in New York City and you're 24, 3 times you go out.
Oh, yeah, I wore them every day.
Oh, really?
I would wear them a stupid amount. I would wear them to work. I would wear them walking home anytime I lived in an apartment.
You're married with a baby.
And
it worked.
Gavin, thank God you, but my feet were calloused to the point of, felt like an animal's foot. It was like I had the most thick calluses.
Great.
On it was gross. And then I just stopped wearing them. And then now my feet feel normal again.
Yeah, and you're married with a baby. You don't have to wear them anymore.
Oh.
You did the work.
I did so much work.
I just want women out there, if they're watching, to know that like men's tastes are weird. Like whenever I show, we have a thing on the show on Get Off My Lawn called Hotties, where I'll show girls that I think are super hot, and everyone sees them. Like the singer of Mannequin Pussy was my latest crush, and everyone is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm like, she seems like a 10 to me.
Matt, can you look up the singer of Mannequin Pussy? My poor algorithm.
And all guys are like this. So you're not, go get surgery, fake tits, lip, Botox. You're going for a woman that no one wants.
Do you think, I think most men probably don't even notice a fair amount of work until it gets to be a lot of work. And then they're like, whoa. but I think most women get stuff that's kind of under the radar.
This is not a 10, not dumb,
Is there
but
an
like
acceptable
this is my
photo?
type. She's probably
She
a
looks
6.
damp. She looks
Like she's
been
got so much
out
style.
in the rain.
Now she's super woke and hates men. She's probably a les. But like
So is it the dress that you like?
the dude, I don't know.
The shoulders.
Yeah, she seems fun and interesting. And she's got her
Seems
own thing
bipolar.
going on. I think men are really attracted to anchor women on the news, and it's because they have their own thing going on. You're not gonna bother me.
That's really interesting. Yeah, not like you need to be a girl boss, but like your own interests, your own. Like,
Yeah, like have your own shit. Even if she's like a bird watcher, that's great. No,
dude, if I didn't do comedy, I would be into. I am so into birds. Like we watched this movie, like the Big Year, about like you go out into the world and you look for, I guess, every type of bird, or you count how many. You try to just see the most birds you can see. I'm like, that's so neat.
well, I know a guy, Robert Dean of the band Japan, who spotted a keel-billed motmot
Where?
in Costa Rica. He had to lie in a swamp for 12 hours,
Wow.
and he eventually discovered this keel-billed motmot, and he got in like the history books.
Wow.
Apparently, they interrogate you for a while because they think you might be lying.
Is it the honor system though? Did you take a
It's
picture?
the honor system.
Okay.
I think he did get a picture too. But as he was lying in the swamp, a botfly laid his larvae in his head.
Oh God. Oh my God.
And so he had this bump there.
Oh no.
And I
Ew.
go, Robert, it's very common in Costa Rica. I go, you have a fucking botfly in your forehead.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
And he goes, oh no. He's British, obviously. And he's like, oh no. And I go, well, get it out. And he goes, no, it will just, what will happen is it will birth. And it will just,
Oh, come on.
it will get, this is in my book, Death the Cool. He goes, it will birth, it will just get out. And I go, then you'll be its mother. You will be a surrogate mother to a botfly.
Worm daddy.
That will be your baby if you allow this to happen. And he's like, well, yes, technically, yeah. So we found this farmer and we're like, our friend has a botfly and he's doing nothing about it. And the Costa Rican was like, you got to put Vaseline on the hole
So it can't breathe.
so it can't breathe. The next day we did that against his will. He's like, oh, why are you so worried about this botfly? We don't want you to be its mom. So we put
Is it one botfly or is it many that come out?
one.
Oh,
So
they big?
we put the Vaseline on his head. The next day, a fluorescent, glow in the dark white worm was hanging out of his head.
oh my God. Oh.
Pink as the day is long. I don't think there's a pink in this room. Maybe your wet spot. Maybe that pink can hold a candle to this pink.
Oh my God.
But the pinkest thing you've ever seen, with the coarsest black hairs imaginable that were as thick as shoelaces. Like disgusting.
What?
Yes.
How?
Like a mohawk.
How? Where did
a
those hairs
mohawk
come
of
from?
black hairs are on the pink worm.
Are they the worm's hairs or the man's
It's just
hairs?
his mohawk. It's the most disgusting thing God could come up with. He's like,
my
I want to make
God.
the worst demon botfly I could ever
would just lay
think
in
of.
the street and be like, I'll have to try again.
So it gets worse. So he pulls it out of his forehead
How
in the
long is
shower.
it?
Very short.
Ew.
Everything's very small here. So half an inch. He pulls it out and he throws it on the floor of the shower. And I wasn't there at the time. We could only go to Costa Rica to our place in the December and July. So this happened like after we left. And he goes, I go, what'd you do with it? And he goes, oh, just threw it in the ground. And I go, well, what happened to it? And he goes, I don't know. The course of, a few months, it just deteriorated.
Months?
So you watched your child
Wait, months?
months. You watch
He
your
didn't jam it down the drain like a normal
or
person?
like grab some toilet paper and just
Throw it out.
no. He just watched it deplete as the beads hit it of water and
That's fucked up.
over months and
That's
months
very-
it just rotted and went down the drain like sand.
He probably lives in a disgusting apartment. Like he probably lives in squalor, this person.
Robert Dean is his name. He was the bassist for the band Japan. He
Yeah.
played in with Gary Newman. No. He played Cars many times. And he went from bird watching to weightlifting, and he's ripped. I heard.
Ugh,
Robert Dean, folks.
What a life.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really something. K-Max, thank you for the 10. Gavin, Jesse Ventura appeared in the news saying, due to ICE, Minnesota should secede from the U.S. and join Canada as a country. I probably asked this because I love your Jesse Ventura impression. Sounds like a pimp.
Do I do a Jesse Ventura impression?
Do you do a Jesse Lee Peterson? Do some kind of a Jesse for him.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura. So he's the guy that I was on his show a bunch of times where he talks about no, I can't. The zygotes. Yeah, I don't do a Jesse Ventura. I think you're thinking of Anthony Cumia.
I'm with the chat. How can someone not know a fly is laying eggs in their head? Or he just knew and he was fine with it.
He knew, he didn't care.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It doesn't hurt that much. It's just a fly bite. So he woke up the next day and had a bump.
Oh.
And then he was like, I gotta take care of this.
That's so disgusting.
Amazing.
Did we miss one? Do we miss one of the chats? From Rhinoceros. Thank you for the 1999. Damn, I missed the stream. No, you're still here. Gavin didn't get snuffed. I was expecting that in the Joffrey files.
I don't know what
Are you
that
talking
means.
about Epstein? Gavin's on the Epstein files.
Oh, I have a controversial thing about Epstein.
Better not be what you said before, because that was gross.
I don't care about a bunch of 16-year-olds fucking old dudes.
Ew, though.
Okay.
What if it's your daughter?
Well, that's what liberals do to make you irrational. Obviously, anyone being near my daughter makes me want to destroy the world.
So these are people's daughters.
Okay. Well, we don't make laws based on when someone's being irrational. And by the way, my daughter is not allowed to go to Epstein Island. Like, where the fuck? Why was she allowed down there?
True.
So I want to focus on prepubescent children when we talk about pedophilia. And I don't like it being diluted by these guys that are fucking 17-year-olds. That to me is Motley Crue, the Stray Cats, Led Zeppelin. Like, do you know what groupies are? Groupies are all 16, 17.
Epstein groupies.
14. David Bowie and Imam.
14?
Yes.
That's
the most
too young.
famous groupie of all time. I forget her name. You can look her up. Her first sexual experience was with David Bowie and his wife, Iman,
the model.
Jimmy Page kidnapped her. She was a Puerto Rican chick in New York. He kidnapped her. He kept her in a hotel room for a week. Everyone loves fucking...
When you're a minor, you don't have the capacity to consent to these kind of things.
Okay.
Your brain is not developed.
Let's put it in a new category, like pubescent pedophilia or something. There actually is a term. I forget the term. But we have...
So you just think if someone's gone through puberty, it's fair game?
No, I just don't like the attention being brought to it when there are 4-year-olds getting fucked. There are 4-year-olds... The Mexican cartels are cutting open toddlers, putting heroin balloons in their stomachs, and then stitching them up with
that's disgusting.
thread that you'd use on your jeans.
Ugh.
So let's focus on that, because when you include a 17-year-old in pedophilia, it dilutes it. So now we hear about pedophiles and we're like, oh, you mean like the Beatles when they go, she was just 17, if you know what I mean. I don't like that. I want that to be a separate thing. I want us to still have the horror and the terror when we hear the word pedophile. But if you lump in 17-year-olds, you're making pedophiles seem like a Motley Crue backstage.
Yeah, I mean, like, what was I doing?
And by the way,
I was a virgin still at 17, so I wasn't having.
I said that on Danny Jones's podcast, and the next day he went to Joe Rogan, and he stole my entire thing verbatim.
Wow, as his own?
Everything I just said to you, he said to Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan was like, "Oh man, that's a cool angle. You sound like Gavin McInnes."
Right, Masters, thank you for the 1999. He's one of them. No, I don't think that.
I'm not interested in young girls. If I was to cheat on my wife, I want a 42-year-old Puerto Rican with long tits.
Long tits.
Yeah, flap cocks. Swinging around.
That's nice because that lady deserves to feel special. because she's
And I want her to have
probably
a
exhausted.
tattoo she regrets. I want her to have like a South Park tattoo
Oh, that's fun. That's something
that she doesn't even know.
I never got any tattoos.
Really?
Zero. I never had $75 growing up. I just never had the money.
Wow. Where'd you grow up?
Long Island.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't get like an allowance or anything. Well, I got a job at 16, 17. I was a lifeguard, but then, yeah, I was never going to use my money for.
Your parents had you kind of old.
My mom had me, I think she was 34 or 36.
Mm.
Yeah, so I guess like maybe for boomers.
Why'd they wait so long?
I'm the third. So they had my brother's 5 years older
You
than
get along
me.
with all your siblings?
No.
We talked about this too, I think.
Yeah.
Is your brother a psycho? Was that it?
No, nobody's a psycho. I mean, like, they never were really, my siblings have never really been like interested in me as a person. Like, never like into what I'm doing, into my shows, never like followed or watched anything I ever did. And then like,
That's mean.
and then your dad getting murdered just kind of like, complicates life a bit. So
Sorry to laugh.
even before
Are
that,
they way
though,
older than you?
I mean, my brother's 5 years older and my sister's 2.5 years older,
That's not way older.
which is not,
No.
yeah.
And where do they live?
North Carolina and Vegas.
And they just are not interested in Chrissie.
No, and like no, zero interest in meeting the baby. Like have never asked to meet him. No, they don't ask for
Do
pictures.
they have babies?
My brother does. And when they had the babies, oh my, I did the most. I'm the idiot though that does too much. Like I went out there twice to paint both of their nurseries. I went out there to like go to the Great Wolf Lodge with them. Like I went out. I would book shows specifically in North Carolina just to see them.
You've had some bad luck, kid.
So I don't know. And then you just grow up and you realize like, okay, well, just don't be the jackass who continues to like give 90% and someone gives you 2%, right? So I don't know,
Yeah, of course.
but it's all right. My in-laws are awesome. They love and support everything I do. Like when I was on Gutfeld, everybody came with me in the car. Like it was, they more than make up for my side of the family not being into it. So it works out. I don't know. Sorry to talk about death. Wraith, what's up, Wraith? Thanks for the 5. Chrissy, you're kicking ass in life. Your siblings are missing out. Well, if the good thing about they can always catch up
Why
and
did she
watch
get to
things.
derail our conversation for $5?
Yeah, hey, Wraith.
No, you don't get to do that. Sorry.
Wraith is a good,
Fuck you,
is
Wraith.
a cool guy. He's come to shows. He always
Fuck him.
wears cool
He's dead to me.
long jackets.
Yeah, it really is a strange time in our nation with this familial Xing. Like, I bet it happened with Vietnam. I bet there was a lot of, you're not coming to Thanksgiving because you're for or against the war. But that was the early 70s.
Yeah, because the boomers, God, they're even more liberal.
We're back to that. We're back to the early 70s of, Tommy Sotomayor?
I know.
He's like Jesse Lee Peterson, but he's not.
Wait, wasn't there not a congresswoman? Wasn't there a judge?
Judge, yes. No, this is a black guy. He always makes fun of black women for their wigs and stuff. And we almost had him on our network. But his thing is he was canceled by his family. He was kicked out of his Thanksgiving dinner. And the guy who took his spot is a pedophile.
Yeah.
So with these lefties, being a pedophile is better than being MAGA.
Probably. Yeah, I bet a lot of them would agree to that. They're so brain rotted. It's really wild. You had a funny idea for a trans commercial.
Yeah, so
I
here's
think we
my
should get
idea.
this out.
It's an ad for Caterpillar tractors or like John Deere or something, right? And it's a trans man, and
So it's a woman
she
who's
wants,
transitioned to be
she's
male.
got her tits cut off, and she's got short hair, and she wants to become a man. And I'm always interested in these girls because they don't know how boring like what we like is. Like I could watch how they make garden hoses. I just watched a movie, Drew Builds Things, I was watching him make a cabin in the woods, and it's very small. I mentioned it earlier. It's smaller than the studio. And I could feel my jaw lowering because I was going...
You're just so impressed.
Yeah, the way he does the flashing and stuff. He's so good at fucking building homes. And if you want to become a man, like, you better be interested in this kind of shit, because that's what we like. Like, whoever made this jacket, the embroidery machine
Oh, yeah.
that made
It's
this
perfect.
logo...
I mean, the kids probably made it.
Like I want to see the machine that made this embroidery, and
Yeah,
I want to
I
meet.
do too.
I want to hear about the guy who invented it and how his like first things didn't work, and then eventually he got good enough to.
And it's not even, you can't even see it on the other
It's
side.
beautiful. It's incredible, and there's the.
I mean, it's the Mets,
the
but like
orange-
other than that,
the orange stitching is one thing, but the blue part is more like a towel. So I guess that's stitched in. But anyway, we care about that kind of stuff. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny to have a commercial, like a Super Bowl commercial, where a guy is showing a trans man, this is what we like.
the ropes. Yeah.
Yeah, the ropes.
Like a
this
coming
is,
of age.
And it's a commercial for Caterpillar backhoes. And he's showing like the horsepower of the claw and everything. And so obviously you hear that pitch and you go, well, that's insane. It's as racist as like, you know, a KKK ad. But against trans, and I go, yes, it is very controversial, but Caterpillar's not going for trans dollars, so they don't give a fuck that they ostracize them.
No, it's the lesbians who buy the tractors.
These are backhoes. They're like fucking,
That was my nickname in college.
really?
No.
Backhoe. B, yeah, I know it's controversial. So was Dylan Mulvaney. You had Dylan Mulvaney say, day 30 of being a girl, and he was advertising Bud Light. Can we at least be as controversial as them?
No, they never will, because the Dylan Mulvaney's of the world will always be more numerous and more high status and have more attention around them, because it all comes back to dudes' fetishes. And like, even they've talked about this in the Epstein files, like dudes who could pretend to be women are always going to be more fashionable, because that's the for the sickos that are into that. It's like, they're like, ooh, I'm gay, but I can be with someone who fronts like they're a woman, like they're like a feminine dude with a dick, like, and like, that's what they're into. And like, I'm sorry, nobody is into a butchered girl who's like an aging Peter Pan. Nobody is into like Elliot Page. It's like, they really got the short end of the stick.
No lesbian, nowhere.
It's just, no, like, that happens because people took advantage of autistic women who have been abused, who hate themselves. And then like on the other side of the coin is like, it's autogynephiliacs. It's like dudes with a fetish, or like Dylan Mulvaney, who just needed a career.
Who's kind of joking.
Yeah.
He's not even serious.
He still has his dick. I don't take him seriously.
Yeah, he's it's almost like blackface. Like
It is.
actually mocking women.
It's
He's
totally
doing
woman
an
face.
insulting parody of women.
Especially that Lily Tino, the dude who's always in the bathrooms at like,
Oh yeah,
at
that guy
Disney
is
World.
That guy was dumped by a woman who became trans. So his whole thing is like this stalking revenge
Oh wow.
fetish, where he's like, I'm trans too. Why'd you leave me?
That's such an interesting.
But with Dylan Mulvaney, that
Wrinkle.
commercial, Bud Light was a dude beer. It's like a frat boy beer.
Yeah.
And you put a tranny in that. I'm not even proposing anything that radical. I'm saying it's a Caterpillar ad for backhoes.
It could be sweet.
So it's within the demographic where I'm not trying to ostracize anyone. I think they might make some good money with that.
That's a good idea. Guess what? Grace's dad was in the chat. He just sent us a message to us. Thank you, Ben Thorpe. Ben Thorpe, aka Abel. Hey, Chrissy, please tell Gavin hi from me. It's Grace's dad, and thanks for getting us into the VIP event at Word War One. And thanks for being so kind. Aw.
Wow, that's a good result from saying I would pay $100 to see
Okay,
your daughter's
that's
ass.
not because of you. That's because I saw Grace downstairs at the bar, and I said, "Oh, like I'm gonna go, talk to some of my friends upstairs. You want to come with me?" Like, because she was live streaming, and I don't know. She just like, I don't know. I was like,
Very pretty girl.
I needed a friend.
I like that Slovak kind of wide face sometimes.
So what?
Slovaks have wide faces.
What's your ethnicity, Ben? I wonder. Interesting. Very interesting.
She's got to be Slovakian or some sort of Eastern European.
Yeah, she's some kind of white.
But that, sorry to repeat myself, but like her ass is not a crazy two friends that are bowling balls kind of ass. She said, I won't show it to you because you'll be disappointed.
That's the
But
perfect response.
guys like
That's
shitty
funny.
asses too. We call them a baby ass.
Oh, gross. Stop. Oh, no.
We
Okay.
like weird, gross stuff.
We didn't touch on shoes. I wanted to touch on the importance, your thoughts on shoes, because I know I wanted to make sure we shoehorned this topic in.
Good use.
I had shoes written down. Do you think men do not?
I'm just so sad about the death of the shoe.
Oh, why? Because people are wearing Crocs with sandals
Yeah, like
now?
our studio's in the South Bronx, and I see these kids, they're coming home from fucking Fordham Prep or whatever, and they're all wearing slides in the snow.
I don't understand it. It's
They
a
have
black
ice
thing.
on their heels.
Black people like to wear socks.
Blacks
with
are
slides.
bad. Blacks are bad. They have Crocs. They have slides. But whites are just as bad. They have Crocs and slides and those Birkenstock closed-toe things that look like you have the plague. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I've
It's a
seen those.
Birkenstock,
Are these
but it's
like a
it's a
medical
closed-toe
shoe?
Birkenstock.
Okay.
So you look like you're from 1602 and you're asking for fucking more gruel. And then they have these UGG slippers where it's a slide-in slipper with like an Inca sort of fucking pattern around the edge.
I'm not into Uggs. I'm not into Crocs.
I fucking hate it. But
I'm
these
not into
kids,
any
like,
of it.
they'll toss a football around in slides and Uggs and slippers, and then they fall off.
Yeah, it's not a serious shoe. It's an embarrassment.
It's literally early shoe. And we advance from that. And so what
early
these kids do is,
it's the knuckle dragging. Of shoes.
it's a cave shoe. So they will kick them off, and then they'll play football or whatever, kick a ball around in their socks, and then the bottom of their feet are bright green from the fucking grass.
And then you're putting that in your shoe.
And you're like, you uninvented shoes. They'll go to, people go, okay, I agree with you, Gavin, but the beach, you got to wear flip-flops to the beach. No.
You wear
Chucks.
shoes to the
I
beach?
wear Chucks to the beach to my towel, and then I'll take my Chucks off at the towel, and then I'll walk barefoot to the water. But there's no reason for these even if my wife goes to take the garbage out.
Do you then have to bang the Chucks to get the sand out when you get to the car?
We can do that. That's fine. That's 1 second. But these
true.
and men's toes everywhere.
They're terrible. They should not be seen.
Men's toes should be
They should
illegal.
be heard and not seen.
How
men's
about
toes.
guys in New York City in July? They'll have a suit on with flip flops.
Oh my God, stop. And it's not like you're taking care of your feet. They got jagged toenails. They got the hair on there. The men have hairy feet.
It's fucking disgusting. And I just want people to, and you see these blacks fighting online, with ripping each other's hair out, and everyone's barefoot because their stupid shoes fell off.
The shoes fly off. The tits come out
The tits
somehow.
are hanging out. If you're going to fight someone, you should be wearing high top
Wear a
Chucks.
sports bra. Have your hair pulled back.
Wear a bathing cap. Put on a bathing
Yes.
cap. Get some Chuck Taylors, high tops, tie them in double knots, and you will win every fight in the
Don't
hood.
have so much
Hands down.
loose. Yeah. I never understand how all the boobs come out. And I don't understand how, like, if I'm in a fight somehow, I'm always aware of my boobs. The second there's a boob out, like, I'm done.
Oh,
Like,
they don't
that's
stop. No, they keep going. They're
so
flopping
bizarre to
around.
me. It's a different culture. We have lost a super chat from Bud Spencer. Thank you,
Why did we lose
Aldo.
it?
Aldo's on point with this. No, Bud Spencer. What is the color theory of why you should wear dark pants with lighter shirts? P.S. Your ET finger joke really spoke to me.
So your top should always be darker than your bottom. I'm not sure what he's talking about. If you have a blazer,
Maybe he mixed it up.
if you have a light skin. If you have a light blazer, like a beige blazer, you got to have white pants. You cannot. You look like an idiot if you have black pants and like a beige blazer.
You got to keep it like, if you're gonna go light all the way.
Yeah, it has to go dark light because the eyes have to be brought up. And then the ET finger, I was talking about fingering a woman's butthole where sometimes there's poo there.
What?
Yeah.
Then don't go in there.
Well, you don't know. But sometimes, when Elliot
don't
and
go
E.T.,
in
like on
there.
the movie poster, they touch.
And then a finger comes
So
out.
you'll go up there and you'll touch like a piece of poo. And you'll be like, all right, I should probably
Disgusting.
leave. And you pull
Yeah,
up.
this is why don't go in there. Anybody for any reason. Oh, Ben
Don't
Thorpe
finger
again.
butts.
Gavin, would you consider hiring my daughter as an unpaid intern? She has very low self-esteem and enjoys abuse. Perfect employee. Wow.
That's a weird joke. I don't like that.
Do you not have interns?
No, but is that guy demeaning his daughter, or is he just like
think he's
doing
trying
it
to be
dumb?
funny.
Yeah, you're not funny, dude. Don't do jokes. There's nothing wrong with not being funny, by the way. I'm not I'm not good at football and I can't play guitar. I don't try to do those things. So
Yeah.
So Ben, just focus on the things that you're good at, and it's clearly not making jokes. Am I drunk, or did I just see a squirrel go across your?
A squirrel?
Do you have cats? I
No.
think I saw a creature
No, there's
walk along that sink.
creatures here.
So you don't have cats, right?
No. We have dogs.
Definitely was not a
Is
dog.
there a creature down
Your
here?
dog.
Waffles!
Your dog hates. Don't bring your dog here. He
Waffles
hates me.
hates you. I've never seen anything like it. There have been a lot of people here doing the show, and I've never seen her react so
mad.
like she wanted to bite you. Like she knew
Yeah.
she couldn't. She knew she didn't have the confidence. She knew she's like, do my teeth even work that way? But she was like, she barked at you at the front, and then she made her way down here to bark at you again, like
Yeah.
10 minutes later. Like just
And
down
I
here.
love talking about those kind of. I always say like that's the kind of person that dogs hate. And then I
yelling
realize,
at
oh
you.
shit, I'm that
Like
kind of
he
person.
was like, she was like, get the fuck out of this
Yeah,
house.
she was
What are you
mad.
doing here?
And I put my hand down to smell, but I don't know.
Maybe
I
it
guess she
smells like a
smelled
butthole.
like dead dog.
You weren't doing any of the nice doggy moves you're supposed to. You're supposed to get down on their level. You're supposed to be like,
I'm
hi.
not doing that. I gave the hand. It's not enough. I went like this. Go ahead.
You have to get down on their level and be like, hi.
No, I'm not. What?
Get down on the floor with
What
them.
am I? Your bitch's bitch? I'm not doing that.
Well,
shit.
I'm someone who dogs love. It's because I get down there and
Fuck
you got to
that.
talk to them.
Fuck that. I'm not trying to seduce a coyote.
I
in
think
rural
Waffles,
Japan.
like, this guy thinks he's better than me.
I do. I am.
Wow.
I'm better than Waffles. That's another name for this episode.
Better than no one's better than Waffles. I mean, she never comes down here when I call for her, but I don't know. Maybe she just was upset about the whole compound media thing. Who knows? I'll have to ask her later.
Well, you bounced back, right?
Yeah, but it was never my everything to begin with. So
Right, yeah.
it was just
Do you still get porn stars on your shows?
I still have maintained my vast network of contacts, but I don't really like this show is not really like. I mean, maybe if it was somebody really high profile, like maybe I would interview like a Riley Reid or something, but it's such a different show than Wet Spot. Like I'm not going to have the kind of like, stupid human tricks and things we were doing. I'm not going to have somebody like doing ring toss out of their butt on this show,
Do you think that you become more family friendly since you became a mom?
Yeah.
Like you're doing water park reviews.
Yeah, that's you guys will see. They're not out yet, but
Sorry.
that's okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's a chicken or the egg thing. I don't know if it's like because I'm older and a mom, I'm more interested in like stuff
What
that's
do you
not
think
that.
of porn?
Ugh, I feel really bad for the people that get into it. Like I've talked to so many of them, and it's like none of them are in a great place. It's never like going to help you. It's never
There's
going
that really pretty girl with the fake tits. She's like a little brunette. She's a fan of both of our shows. I forget her name. She seems to have her head screwed on right.
Yeah, a lot of them.
We were on a show together. I was on a show with her on your show.
Okay,
She's smart,
we're gonna need more.
fake tits, probably like 5'6". Little brunette chick.
I just feel like there's so few women that can actually do it and not lose their souls over it and like make a good living and not feel like it's eating away at them.
You're seeing men at their worst. Like I remember when I lived in this punk house in Montreal with these two girls, Bumbaclut and Arrow, and they would do phone sex. And I remember the day they got into it, and I would come home from work as a bike messenger, and they were just like fucking cunts to me. Because they've been dealing with these disgusting men, and the job made them hate men. And then they stopped doing it, and we were all buddies again.
Well, you're like a sexual garbage man, basically. You're dealing with everybody's
right. That's a good way to put it.
Stuff that they're not showing that to their wives. They're not showing that on like girls they go on dates with.
It's not anniversary sex. It's like I'm lonely and bitter, and I want to fucking put broken glass up your ass.
At least use intact glass.
Yeah.
Thorpe tube. Oh my God, is this Grace here in the chat? Gavin, lighten up. I need the job, and I'll take the Coke next time. Oh,
is that the same guy?
No, that's Grace.
Oh. Wait, that's the one with the ass?
She has an ass. Yeah. Oh, do you mean Violet Brandani?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she is a sweetheart. She's really more of like a nudist, I think I would put her in, because I don't think she's doing.
Oh, she doesn't do porn?
But maybe, who knows? I don't know. I don't watch her, like, I don't subscribe to any of her channels, but maybe she's just doing solo stuff, but I don't think she's or maybe she's, I don't know. I actually don't know. Like, if anybody subscribes to her stuff, tell me.
Great kid, good person.
Very sweet, very smart. Like, I do want the best for her, but I've seen so many people where like, I feel bad for them.
Don't sell your coins, girls. Don't throw your little change purse away.
That's true. Yeah, Candace Horrorbox, Brandy Love. Like, I've been friends with and met women that are like, oh, they're handling it well. It doesn't feel like it's taken a chunk out of their soul or whatever. Like, they made it work for them. But yeah, my overall thoughts are like, I just feel bad for them. I wanted to end this on a high note. Well,
How do you feel? How's this gone for you? It's podcast?
Good. It's very chill. I thought, like, I actually like it when episodes are like this and you can just talk and you don't need to be like, let's bring up let's get your takes on all the current news stuff, because like, it's more production, but like, I'd so much rather talk to somebody and get into like who they are as a person than
it's a funny thing, like our job, because it's kind of intimate. Like, it's not sexual obviously, but like, we're discussing our feelings, and if you're guarded and you're dishonest about how you feel about things, doesn't make for good entertainment. So you and I both know that to be vulnerable and open and honest is the only way to make our jobs like to work.
But then if you do encounter somebody where it's like, oh, I don't want to talk about this thing. Like, there's things in your life you may not want to 100% spill your guts on, but you can at least give like a 25%, right? But if you encounter somebody who's like, they won't even give 1% about something, or you can tell they're really triggered, where you're like, well, let's dig into that a little bit. And that's where you can get a moment. That was like the Jack Murphy moment with Sydney Watson.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
He was like, and fuck you forever. And everyone was like, what's this? And then they found his porn right away.
Yeah. That was crazy. But that's why I stopped having comedians on my show, because at Compound, I'd get these comedians on, and Anthony had a worse reputation than me before Proud Boys. But then after Proud Boys, we both had terrible reputations. And
well, people would stop doing his show.
They were so guarded that it was like, this is boring. Get the fuck out of here.
I would hear about so many comics that would just like I don't want to say old timers, but like guys that are famous, like very well known in that whole circle, that would just stop going on Compound Media, stop doing Anthony's show because of his politics.
Well, it would affect things. Like there was some rando Calrissian fucking comedian, I forget his name, but he was working for like the Comedy Central Awards, and he got fired because they found out he was on my show.
Just for being on your show?
Yeah. So it was justified, these losers. That was the culture we were living in. I mean, it's changed a lot, but.
That's true. My last day job boss, he wanted to fire me for being at January 6th, but he couldn't because I took the days off. So they ended up firing me because I wouldn't take the vaccine to go back in the building.
What did you do at January 6th?
I just was like, I was honestly like taking selfies with dogs. I was interviewing people about like why they were there, and then just like taking a lot of photos.
Did you go near the Capitol?
No. I just like, I was outside. I stood on top of this like, I don't know. It's like it was like a makeshift like construction little house thing, like that you go in when it's cold and you're doing construction. A bunch of us, like media people, were standing on top of that just to get a better view of things. But like, I would see people climbing the wall and being like, I wonder if I could do that. I bet I'm strong enough to do that. But just like, had I been with different people who know, like, gosh, that's what I feel like so many stories come down to, is just like who they happen to be with at the time.
I almost went.
Yeah.
Ryan and I were talking about it, and then we just, like, I can't remember why we didn't go, but it was in the cards.
Because I think you had a bad feeling about it. I think you were actually telling people not to go.
Was I? That was definitely true of Charlottesville. And, I was. What am I talking about? Yeah, I did tell people not to go. I told Proud Boys specifically not to go because they had been to D.C. because Enrique was obsessed with these fucking rallies. So he went there in September, October, and November. Or maybe it was November,
December.
Yeah, it was, whatever it was 3 different months.
I went to all of those, yeah.
And they had been stabbed. And I had heard that they were allowing gun permits. They were very loose with guns. And I go, they're not going to be loose with guns with Republicans. So Democrats are allowed to have guns. You're going to get shot, and it'll be Proud Boys go to D.C., shooting ensues, because that had happened with the knives. They got stabbed 3 separate times, and the newspaper said, fucking Proud Boys go to D.C., stabbing ensues. Yeah, stabbing ensued. They were stabbed.
Wow.
So I go, don't go into it. It's a fucking trap. And they didn't. And the thing about January 6th was Proud Boys have this rule where if I want to do a fucking rally in, say, Mount Vernon, New York, I have to talk to the Mount Vernon chapter. And if the Mount Vernon chapter says, no, we don't support this rally.
You show up on their turf.
Then it's not a Proud Boys thing, and you can't wear your colors. So there's no DC Proud Boys, but there's Virginia Proud Boys. And they had said, no, we don't validate this. This is not, we don't condone this. So that's why they showed up in just like civilian clothes, because it wasn't a Proud Boys thing.
That
And
makes
yet
sense.
the fucking media made it into a Proud Boys event. And Enrique Tarrio got fucking 22 years for a rally he was not even at.
He was in prison for 3 years. I just met him at the World War debate event. I couldn't believe it. He's going to do the show possibly Wednesday remotely, but
That's the other thing too. They go, oh, Trump forgave everyone. I'm still mad.
yeah.
Those guys did 3 years, 5 years, 6 years. Those guys fucking rotted in prison for what was essentially just vandalism.
And Enrique was in solitary for most of that, wasn't he?
Yes, yeah, that's another point. They didn't just do time. They were abused when they were there. Literally stuffed in closets. So I'm glad Trump forgave everyone, but that doesn't make it okay. We're still pissed off at the way you treated these fucking guys for a meandering.
Yeah.
A well-sanctioned meandering. Fuck you.
So you think reparations? What would it take?
Oh, well, at the very least, legally, you get 60 grand for every year you're in prison.
Okay.
That's bare bones. But these guys, I mean, Enrique's, I think he's paying for this. Like, these guys are paying for this with their own money because they don't want to share it. Like, this is going to be a major fucking windfall. These guys are looking at $4 million minimum.
The guys who did time?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think they deserve it. It's
Absolutely.
pretty insane.
And you know what I love about Proud Boys? They're going to spend it on the stupidest shit.
Like a Rolex.
No, worse. They're going to get a convertible with a cheetah in it that'll have to be sedated with Benadryl so it doesn't attack anyone.
Oh, no.
And then Madonna will come out and do Motley Crue covers. Like, it's going to be fucking
So they're going to
awesome.
spend it like black people.
Exactly.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Gavin, what a blast this was. I feel like we could keep going another 2 hours.
How long has it been?
It's been
Let me
2
check my
hours.
Rolex.
Check your Rolex, yes.
2 hours. That's good.
Check your fancy bloated wrist thing. That's so much money. I wouldn't even spend $1,000 on a watch. I wouldn't even spend $500 on a watch.
Each pin that holds each link is $300.
So stupid. What if you get it stuck in an elevator?
Well, I have it insured out the wazoo.
Okay.
I could lose this on vacation and they'd give me my money back.
Wow. That's so crazy. tell the people where they can find you, what's coming up. Any final thoughts?
At Censored.tv, my Twitter. I think I'm the longest ban in the history of Twitter. 7 years.
That's incredible. Wow. But you got it back.
I'm back thanks to Carl Benjamin and obviously Elon Musk and a bunch of guys.
What did you do while you were banned for 7 years?
Cried myself to sleep every night.
Just with a picture of your account next to your bed.
I would just tweet to myself.
Oh.
Yeah, so my Twitter is Gavin _McInnes, and at Censored.tv we do a show every day at 2 p.m. live, and that's the way it goes.
Awesome, awesome. This was fun, guys. Wow. I think we talked about a lot of stuff you don't normally talk about. That's what I hoped. That was my goal.
Yes, I'm glad we covered shoes.
Shoes are important. Guys, yeah, dress up for life. Will you? It's just good manners. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Yes, I think we will have Enrique Tario on the show on Wednesday, but he'll be remote. Everyone give a like. Everyone give a subscribe. Everyone subscribe to Gavin. Follow him on Twitter. All the good stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Right? I think so.
Gavin is what happens when Irish get well. Very 100% real.
Is that true?
That's valid.
Why? How do Irish people spend their money?
We're ends. We're ultimately ends.
Oh, okay. Just on a lot of potatoes and.
Yeah, they have chicken. We have potatoes, and Indians have fry bread. We're all the same.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Trash.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get a Rolex. I can't even think. What's the female equivalent? Yeah,
Rolex,
it would be a.
Or what's it? Breakfast at Tiffany's. What is the?
Oh, Tiffany jewelry.
Tiffany. Yeah, you'll get like a nice Tiffany necklace for 10 grand.
I sometimes, like on road gigs, would wear like a fake wedding ring because I'm so afraid to lose that.
Those are like $300.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.